I really hate that, man.
An uncharted island.
Let me list all the ways you're gonna die. Rain, heat, mud, disease-carrying flies and mosquitoes. Sure, you could load up on the outer brain for the malaria, but what about the other bacteria? And we haven't even started on the things that want to eat you alive.
表を上げ。
There's no way a normal man could take this. It seems he's the real thing.
I kept that gun. It was like a flame gun. It like did flame damage. And I kept it so long, like during the game, that like halfway in, I'm like, you know what? I feel like this gun is not doing anything. So I just traded out. I'm like, wow, this next gun is so much better.
Dude, like, it was funny because like I was telling because you know Jay, Oscar, and my friend Nat has also got the game, and everybody was kind of just like they like when I got it, I had to go to work, you know, because I got the Ultimate Edition, you know, in the mail, the $200, the $200 one.
Is it a loot box?
Oh my god, the loot box is
That's a big box, ain't it?
dude. It fucking is, bro. Like that shit, just like it was pretty heavy, bro. Like it was pretty heavy. But so I got it, you know, and then that night I put it in. I let the game install before I played it, you know. That night I was like, I'm so used to playing Borderlands 2, and my characters have weapons and like skills where I like my health and my shields are just like constantly coming back. And as I was playing, I got down. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then it hit me, and I was like, "That's right, this is a new game." And I was like, "Well, this is gonna suck," you know. And like I said, the process is like any looter shooter. Like in the beginning, the weapons are, you know, okay. Some weapons are like better than like I remember recently I had this you know, like the rarities in Borderlands. I had like this white the white colored the common colored gun, and then I found this it was a Jacobs handgun. It was a common level 6.
The Jacobs, okay.
Yeah, like the 6 in the chamber, like a revolver, right?
Yeah, the revolvers. I remember.
And then I was using that gun until I hit 13. Level 13. There was no other handgun stronger than that fucking gun, dude.
Yeah.
And I found it at level 6. And I finally got a different gun, and it was another Jacobs gun, but it was the shot. It was not the shotgun. It was a Malawan gun, and I was like, "This is dope," but it was only better than it by like 1 damage, and it was like level 10. It was like like I said, it was at like when I was at 13, I found it, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude?" From 6 to 13, I literally was using the same hand cannon to deal and it, like, don't get me wrong, it was cool, but like. I had that mindset from Borderlands 1 and 2, like, every time I open a chest, it's going to be something better. You know, I always had that feeling it's going to be better. Some weapons, but maybe not, you know, because, like, in Borderlands 2, we broke that game, you know. Like, the squad broke it in the sense, like, we were farming shit. We had weapons, we farmed, like, for days, you know. And since I'm in the beginning of this game, it's kind of like, I'm used to having guns that can just, like, pull the trigger once and, like, clear a whole room. And now I'm just like...
Oh, man, I'm sure.
I'm just like...
Multiple
shit
times.
like what am I gonna do with this, you know? like I said, it's just the beginning. Like it's like a new game in it, and like, you know, all the modes are not out because we know for sure they're gonna do like an ultimate Vault Hunter, you know, mode and shit like that. But as of right now, I gotta say, like, as of like me playing the game and being a fan, I gotta say I'm kind of like the hype was there. I got the game. Now it's kind of dying down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, like... Have you seen the skill trees?
No, I mean, I didn't really look at the game too much.
If you look at the skill trees compared to Borderlands 1 and 2, 3, there's missing slots. So, in the sense like this, each line each line in Borderlands 2 has 3 skills you can choose from, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And there's that one skill that's in the middle that's like you can only upgrade it once and you just move on or upgrade it to 5.
I think I remember
in Borderlands
that
3, it's like the first 2 lines is like 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and it's like you can tell like maybe in future updates there's gonna be more skills they're gonna add, but as of right now it's kind of like you go down a skill tree and you go down the skill tree and you are very limited to like combinations. Like you can use all three. Like the good thing is you can use all three skill trees. You don't have to have each one equipped. You can like
I remember that.
You can have one skill tree on the left and you're only using the right two and like skills like that. But it's like the skills for one skill tree is kind of limited to like where you're just like, yeah, that's the trade off. You know, you can use all three, but if you're trying to do one skill tree, you're pretty much fucking yourself. That's what they're kind of telling you. Like, if you go down one skill tree, you're kind of just like you're limiting yourself. But if you want to, the full experience is like you go down all three. So like, oh dang man, this skill tree has my shield explode and it does extra damage, and you're just like, oh shit, I want that. Or this one gives you extra grenades that shit like that. But if you're trying to max out one skill tree like you did in Borderlands 1 and 2, you're just fucking yourself at that point. So I was like, it's cool, but I'm just kind of like, let a nigga go down one skill tree where I'm trying to have fun.
What character did you pick?
Oh, Mose.
Which one's that one?
The gunner. The new gunner guy. Class. I gotta say, leading up to the game's release, a lot of like content creators,
mm-hmm.
the people who played it, they're like, oh man, like Zane is overpowered, or Flak is like the most OP if you want to do a solo run. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm doing a solo run right now with Mose. I gotta say, I'm just
which one's Mose? This guy, right?
No, that's Zane. Mose is the gunner on the right.
Oh, okay.
And I gotta say, like, they toned it down to where, like, because back in Borderlands 1 and 2, if you weren't, like, the OP class, you're basically fucked.
What?
Like, with in Borderlands 2 with, what's his name, Salvador, he could break the game.
Gunzerker?
He could break the game, because he can basically, like, infinitely gunzerk, and, like, his skills were, like, he constantly gains, like, HP, he constantly gains ammo, and, like, he has a one skill called, like, I think it's called, like, one in the chamber or some shit like that, where like the last bullet of the clip does like double the damage. And if you get the infinity pistol and you're dual wielding that, yeah, there was an infinity in Borderlands 2 where like you never had to reload, but it was only one in the chamber, and it was like tailored to him where you can just like infinity spray does like triple the damage with that one bullet because it's always the last one in the chamber, and you don't have to reload. You can just let it off, and like he was broken, Same thing with Krieg. He was broken. There was a shield where like it's never charged. It's always at 0, and he has a skill where like if he has no shields, he's like a psycho. He just like starts wrecking shit. And it's like, and it's kind of was unfair. Like you try to play Maya or like Axton or like Zero. It's like there wasn't really no skill sets to like help them be broken. And like, you're trying to do raid bosses by yourself, and it's like, oh, you're not gonna make it, But like now the gunner class, she hops in a fucking mech and she has like different like weapons. Like you can get a grenade launcher, one of the skill trees you get a fucking railgun, and another one you get a flamethrower. And it's like now they're tailoring it to like where like I'm looking at like no set class is overpowered, but some more classes have other. Like when I'm in the bear, I don't take HP damage, which saves my ass. Like when I'm about to die like 10 HP, I hop in the mech and just fucking lay down everybody, and then I hop out, pick up the HP, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. You know what I mean? So it's like it's cool. Like the classes are better. I gotta say it's a lot better. In terms of like Borderlands, like from like the games moving up, it's a lot better. The classes are a lot better. It's not like one thing's broken. It's kind of just like, bro, run in there, good luck.
Borderlands 3.
There's a lot more cussing in this game too, though.
A lot more cussing.
Like, there's a mission there's a mission you fight this guy, and it's part of the story. And his name is Kilovolt, and there's a dialogue where Moxie, she's like the whore of the Borderlands universe.
What is she though? Is this confirmed? Is this
Dude,
canon?
She tells you like she damn near slept with like every time there's a story with somebody you have to kill for her. She's like, yeah, I dated that guy, or I fucked this guy. And
damn bitch, you live like this.
She let the whole squad hit, bro.
Shit,
and
man.
before
that's a hentai right there.
Before Scooter passed away.
What?
If it tells the Borderlands. If you ever played the Tales of the Borderlands.
I was playing it.
That's canon, right?
Yeah, that's canon. Yeah. It's actually canon.
Oh, by the way, did the characters show up in 3 of Tales of? Because I actually like those characters.
You meet Vaughn and Reese.
Okay.
I don't think you. As far as where I'm at in the story, I haven't seen the girl. I haven't seen her. I don't know if she's her name. But there's a dialogue with Moxie where she's all like, yeah, I dated him, like, and like the contest was like, you have to, if you kill everybody else, you get to sleep with him. She's like, that's not a trophy. She's like, hey, do me a favor, shoot him in the dick. And literally in the fight, you shoot him in the dick, and like when you hit it, it says like a critical hit, and it says dick, and he falls like he like bends over, it's like it's so funny. Like there's so much more dialogue and so much more cursing. Like there's like it's just like there's certain lines where you're just like, oh, this is like a decent conversation. Next thing you know, somebody's like, man, I'm gonna kick this dick off. Like, what? Like, where did this come from? But I would say if you want, get it. But I wouldn't say it's like if you're a fan of the series, it's a must. But if you want to dabble in it, I would say you can. It's better to wait when it's on sale, so that way, hopefully, by the time it goes on sale, you have sorry.
Tell them no.
You have they probably have like a lot of the kinks worked out and stuff, because apparently there's a glitch right now, and our friend Jay experienced it where like he had like stuff in his vault, and he left the game. And it didn't save it, and he lost all the shit that he just farmed. And he's like, "Oh man!" It kind of broke him. He's like, "I don't want to be able to play the game anymore." Because like I took hours to get those weapons and farm it out, and now they're all gone. He's like, "What am I supposed to do?" And I was like,
"They should probably fix those bugs." Yeah. Which with any game, obviously.
But like I said, it's still out. It's out. It's
a lot of push for it. Every ad I get on YouTube, I can't tell if it's a car commercial or a Borderlands trailer.
Dude, like those commercials are pretty lit, but at the same time, it's kind of like that whole hype, like me with Infinity War. With Endgame, I'm like, okay, the movie's coming out. Please stop showing me ads, bro. I'm tired. Like the same thing with Borderlands. I'm like, these are cool, but the game is out. Like you can kind of like YouTube tone it back a little bit, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I saw like 3 different versions, like at a pool, the like I said, the car lot thing, and then there was like one more.
Those commercials are funny, but like I said, I'm like the ads. I'm just like, got the game ready, bro. You sold me, like.
Yeah, I mean, plus they've been pushing hard because there was they put Borderland Collection free on Plus a while back. Yeah, and then there was the
free DLC.
The free DLC
that was free up until July, I believe.
It was like a month long. You can get it for free. That leads up to 3. Yeah.
So they're doing, like, don't get me wrong. The Gearbox takes care of that franchise. Like they really do. But like my nigga, stop with the ads. Look, you already sold me, please, man. I just want to watch my YouTube video.
You're looking at my data. You see my trophy list, dog. Like,
obviously, I'm trying to platinum your game, bro. Like, hey, just leave a nigga be.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at them right now, like concept art. I've always liked the character designs. Pretty cool. This so Kingdom Hearts right here.
This Kingdom Hearts shit.
This Borderlands.
That's so Kingdom Hearts.
Oh man, it is.
This entry this entry is really customizable. Like the little ecosystem that you get to like tell your objectives. You can customize the skin. You can customize the skin on that. You can customize the skin's colors that you rock. You can customize like the helmet.
Yeah, I
like
remember
the head,
all that,
like the headgear. Like you can
remember
customize the colors.
Even
with the like the catch a ride system.
Catch a ride.
You can customize like the bodies. You can customize the paint.
Okay.
You can you can even added weapon ornaments.
Oh, that's cool.
Like right now, like the shotgun I have has like an ornament of like a fucking like a like lips like a kiss. Like this is fucking cool.
It's a Moxie thing, I bet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I got it with the when I got the diamond thing. When I got the Ultimate Edition, I got that. I got all this, like a bunch of shit with it. I'm like, this is. You can even customize weapon skins, bro. You can add weapon skins to your game. Like if you pre-ordered it, you get the. I think if you pre-ordered the $100 edition, you get the gold skin. You get the gold weapon skin, so all your weapons will be plated gold. I'm like, that's fucking cool, So it's really customizable. It's fun, It's like I said. It's just my only thing is like I forgot that I'm playing a new game.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to dying, so
I want to see what Maya looks like because Maya is my waifu in that game.
Dude, Maya got long hair now.
I know, I love it.
Maya's bae.
Maya is bae. Lilith is, I guess. Nice. Anyways, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with Borderlands 3.
I'll talk to you more about it after, but Danny. What we got over there, bro? What you looking at, bro? You look kind of distressed.
What's on the menu?
Yeah, man. Julian, did you hear about this, man?
What's up?
Yesterday on FX, there was a short film for Jurassic World.
I heard about it, and I want to watch it.
It's up now on YouTube.
Awesome. I'm gonna watch it when I get home.
It's 8 minutes. It's
Yeah, I
called
heard it's
Battle
short.
at Big Rock.
This is a prequel to the third movie. That's
Yes,
gonna happen.
yeah. I'm just reading the article right now. I watched most of it.
Mhm.
I didn't watch Fallen Kingdom at all, or not Fallen.
It's called
Fallen Kingdom. Yeah.
Did you watch World?
I watched World, yeah, and I watched some videos comparing Jurassic Park to Jurassic World.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I think I mentioned this before on the show where I'm like, yeah, like the dinosaurs, they're just it's like you could clearly tell they're CG.
Of course, yeah,
and it kind of hurts.
They do use special effects. In Fallen Kingdom, they used a whole raptor special.
Oh, really?
Effect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
one scene.
I'm going through the clip, and yeah, there's dinosaurs, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and they look good for the most part because they're not in focus and they're in the background.
Yeah.
And one of the things these videos point out about Jurassic World is because they're mostly CG dinosaurs, you don't really get that big of an emotional reaction from the actors.
Yeah.
Right? Because they'll compare the kitchen scene in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And then you'll see in Jurassic World, I think it's Jurassic World, the shot with Chris Pratt's character where he's in the cage with the T-Rex.
Oh, yeah, and he's the
kind of thing
right there.
Yeah, or that scene too.
Oh, that's Fallen Kingdom when it's
Or is that
sleeping.
I'm thinking of that one.
Oh,
yeah.
That one has
okay,
that's
never mind.
special effects.
I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
one where then the first one. Remember when he walked?
Oh yeah, he's just
like
going
that?
like this.
That's
yeah.
the
When you saw
Raptors,
behind
yeah.
the scenes, there was like 3 dudes in the green suit, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like,
Mhm.
yeah.
No, I mean I get people's gripes with that.
Yeah,
I
well-
understand because I still love the original one a lot.
Mhm.
It's understandable, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, well, watching through this clip, I do get vibes from Lost World.
Yeah, people compared this to a Lost World
Because
a lot, and
I first read it as Jurassic Park
Mhm.
prequel to 3 or whatever, and I'm like, why are they doing that? I'm like, oh, Jurassic World, but I was watching, I'm like, yeah, it feels a lot like
Lost World.
the scene with the T-Rex show up.
Yeah, and
with
two in the van, in the RV.
Yeah, with the RV stuff. Yeah, a lot of vibes from that. But there's a scene where like they're being frantic because like, oh shit, a T-Rex kind of thing. But I don't feel the sense of urgency in their actions.
I see. Well, then again, it's like a side thing, and
It is a side
it's
thing
fun-
too, but it
it's,
is directed by
the Colin Trevorrow. Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy who directed the last one and the first one.
Mhm.
And he's gonna direct this one too. There's a lot of lore, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, an Allosaurus and this new genetic dinosaur. I forgot the name of it, but this is a full-grown Allosaurus. And
Is it a new one? Or is it the one from Jurassic
the one
World?
with the Triceratops looking one? It's a new one that I forgot the name, but the other one it's
Oh.
fighting is an Allosaurus. It's a
Oh, okay,
full-grown
yeah.
Allosaurus, where as in Fallen Kingdom, you see more like a juvenile Allosaurus. You gotta there's a lot of lore. Akio, and I did a good month or two looking into it, man. It's a lot to pick
So
up.
that's where you're at. That's where you're at, Julian. You're just like in the library. It's all connected. Just
No, I was
running out
watching
there
a
with
hell
the
ton of
papers.
videos.
So Fallen Kingdom, dinosaurs are just what?
No, in Fallen Kingdom, the island was like it was going to erupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what happens to the dinosaurs?
So they get taken to. They're going to be. It'd be going into story and sort of spoilerish area, but if you're all right with that,
I'm alright. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Fallen Kingdom and you want to, just skip ahead a few minutes.
Yeah. So what the plan was is one of the guys, I forgot his name. He went to Claire Deering because they want to save the dinosaurs now because of her experience in the first incident in Jurassic World. Changed her perspective on the dinosaurs because at first she saw them as like money or just numbers, right?
Yeah.
Until she actually interacted with them. She wanted to save them because she started this group. I forgot the name of the group. To save the dinosaurs. And this guy comes like, look, I can save the dinosaurs for you, but you got to get me Blue. Blue is that one raptor.
That's Chris Pratt's character, right?
No,
Blue.
no.
Chris Pratt's,
Blue
Owen
is
Grady's, yeah. Owen
That's
Grady
Owen,
is
yeah.
Chris Pratt's character. Blue is one of the 4
Raptors. The Raptors, right?
The last one remaining.
The last one, yeah.
After remember the first one?
Oh yeah, they all got knocked out.
They were getting picked off one by one. And the last one only survived because there was like a bigger threat fighting the other dinosaur and the T-Rex. Like, yo, bro,
it was really
I'm gonna leave
cool.
you alone.
That's a really cool.
I remember that.
Scene, man.
I'm not gonna lie, that fight scene was fucking dope. Like two predators jumping another one.
Mm-hmm.
And what made it cool for me was the fact that even though technically the T-Rex wasn't the apex predator.
Oh, that T-Rex would have died.
Like
I watched that movie so many times.
But you know what I mean, though. Yeah. Like everybody's like the T-Rex was the king. Like no, there was like the other dinosaur that was like
Indominus Rex.
No, the one
Spinosaurus.
That was like about the same size, but it was just like
Jurassic Park 3.
That's Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, which was like the same size, but it was almost as like
so in that movie, Akil, it was a male T-Rex, and he wasn't full grown. The Spinosaurus was genetically made. That Spinosaurus was never supposed to be made the way it was. This is the lore.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm still pissed off about that fight because it should have been the fucking T-Rex. Because I'm T-Rex fan all the way.
Of course.
But yeah, that's why it lost, because it was a juvenile T-Rex.
Well, but I'm just saying the fight scene was dope though.
Yeah, it was cool.
They just teamed up, like, bro, and what made it cool, like I said, what made it cool, the Raptor was just like using them as like apparatuses.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was like, fuck, man, it was like an anime almost. No, I'm just kidding.
It does get anime. Yeah.
But that's, you know what? Like, you got to give it to Legendary though, man, because Legendary makes these films, man. They do really great CGI.
Was it Legendary?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, dude, Legendary and their special.
Great
Don't get me wrong,
CGI.
like it's even though
look at fucking
Godzilla,
King,
that Godzilla and King Kong, the monster verse that Legendary's building
looks.
I gotta say, it's like stomping out every movie they did before the monster verse. Don't get me wrong, Legendary has some good like good movies under their belt, but the MonsterVerse and like when they do with animals, hands down, like I don't want to see.
The CG's always top notch.
Movie like that, like I want Legendary, anything to do with like animals or like monsters or whatever. Hands down, my first studio, Legendary. We need your squad. Like whoever they picked to do their effects, their CGI. They must have picked like the top of the top because those dudes are fucking like
they're really good.
Like it's good,
really good.
Shouts out to Legendary. I want to sponsor.
Yes, now. Give me your hat because when I used to work at my other job, there's this old guy that would come in with a Legendary hat. I want that hat. Legendary, please give me a hat. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll enter a contest. I'll write a 500 word essay.
Let me get that dad hat.
Yeah, it was a dad hat. But back to the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom plot. But yeah, they were trying to save the dinosaurs, but it was secretly she got duped. Just to get Owen Grady to find Blue because they couldn't find Blue without first Claire because she had access to the terminals in the abandoned Jurassic World.
Okay.
Still there,
Yeah.
Remember how like they, the whole event went down in Jurassic World 1, caused it to shut down. They had to abandon it. And life took over in the second movie.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, exactly. So they get duped. They find out it was actually, they're just trying to get these dinosaurs to auction them off to people and sell them.
It sounds like Lost World,
right? Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
and what's crazy? And the crazy part about it is, dude, like people will buy anything, dude. They were selling. Like, in that auction, dude, they were selling dinosaurs to rich people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can keep it as a pet. I'm like, personally speaking, if I was a rich dude, I would have, what do I feed it? Who in this day and age knows how to take care of a fucking dinosaur, dude?
Right.
Like, I get it. It's like an exotic thing. It's like with fancy cars, like the new Bugatti that they came out with. It's like, $9 million off the top. That's standard. That's not like asking for it to be fully loaded,
Oh, yeah.
But my it's like that. Like, why would you get that if it gets sick or gets broken? Like, who's gonna pay for that?
Hey man,
that's
movies
the whole.
Be wildin',
no, like that's the whole ideal.
Wildin', bro.
This is why
Why get a dog? We can get a Velociraptor.
Exactly,
They may teach your kids, but hey,
Danny, when you get the chance, I know you like Jeff Goldblum, and
I know he's in it, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, his character is amazing.
Yeah,
you should look up
his whole.
I should just watch his scene, or
watch his scene,
really
or
powerful.
if you could look up, there's a whole a section of the book where he talks about his doom theory, his doomsday theory, and you should look up into it. And he kind of alludes to it in Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
He kind of mentions it a bit in there, so
Oh.
should look into that. But yeah, they get duped. They really just wanted Blue and all these other dinosaurs to auction them off. And then that obviously it doesn't work out. One thing turns into another. The Indoraptor is what they wanted to sell to, which is also a genetically hybrid monster.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted Blue, because it's like it was a raptor, but it needed like the intelligence, like because
Yeah.
Blue could follow orders,
Yeah.
and the one that they made wasn't
Following orders.
trained, and and because it's like one of those things like instincts takes over versus like training, like like you could train your dog not to bite somebody, but when the instincts kicked in, it's like all that shit just goes out the window.
It's like training a wolf,
Yeah. Basically trying to train a wolf or a lion.
If you don't get a wolf between the first, I think it's like 2 months of it being born, but like instinct's just gonna take over,
Well, I mean, it takes over. Like I said, even with a domesticated dog, instincts will take over 9 times out of 10. Especially like if you right now, if we were to disappear, and Rocky, your dog Rocky, and the cat was here, I'm pretty sure instincts would take over. The cat is gonna try to kill the dog for food, or the other way around. Before, you know what I mean? Like it's just like they said, like if you die in your house and you have a cat and a dog, like they said the cat will eat you within the first hour. Will start nibbling you
within the first week. Yeah.
And the dog will wait like a couple weeks before it gets hungry, and it's like the instincts kicked in. It's like, well, shit, I gotta survive,
So I don't like cats, man.
Danny dies right now. The cat's gonna eat his
That's why I'm low key allergic. So that way, if my body's just laying here, when the cat tries to eat me, it's just that's not gonna happen.
I don't think that's how that works. But
Hey, it works for me. All right.
Woo, my owner's dead. Yeah.
well, I gotta. But in all honesty, I gotta watch that FX thing because I need.
Yeah, it's up on YouTube now. Just look up Battle of Big Rock. I think that's what it said.
Yeah, Battle of Big Rock. Yeah, it's
shot well.
Yeah, I bet.
Yum.
Going into the whole Jurassic series, the lore is very interesting, guys. I recommend going into it.
You got me hyped. Like I do want to check out the books.
Oh, dude,
Watch, you're gonna see Danny like 2 months later. His hair's all over the place. You go into his room, he has like little strings. Like this is all
yeah. But I'm
Figured
really
it out, guys.
I'm really waiting for the third one, dude. It's
Did we get a release date for that?
2021. Yeah,
That's not that far.
Yeah.
that's not that far.
No, now it's not that far.
Oh yeah.
Well, when did Fallen Kingdom come out last year?
No.
Fallen Kingdom came out like 2017.
I think so.
2018, yeah.
Let's
2017. No,
fact
2017.
2017. Okay, that's pretty long.
Hold on. Let me check my Insta because I cosplayed for that movie premiere. Where are we at?
Oh, 2018.
2018.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's standard.
Yeah,
especially
but
with all the amount of CG they do. That's pretty standard.
Like, same thing with like what was it, Godzilla, and the first Godzilla was in 16, and it's like
that was 5 years.
Yeah.
before this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
No, it was a 2014 movie.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, okay, so they know what they're doing. I'd rather them take their time and get it right versus them rushing it and giving us like heart garbage.
Well, I think they needed a layout first because we're getting Godzilla versus Kong next year.
In March.
Yeah, and then we don't know anything after that, huh?
nope. It could.
No.
Look, man, because that movie's gonna determine where
we go,
man.
Yeah,
and if
hands down,
and if they follow up from the end credit scene of King of the Monsters, to this movie, then we're gonna go places, guys.
All I'm saying is that's no competition. Sorry, it's no competition.
Look, man,
King of the Monsters, Godzilla is the king for a reason. What's a king to a god, bro?
Well,
be honest. This motherfucker, you shoot beams at about what King gonna do? Throw a fucking boat? Okay, my nigga, like, what's a boat to atomic blast? Bro?
He's got thumbs. It's over.
Like Dave Chappelle when he did Rick James. I wish I had 4 arms. Why? I can give you 4 thumbs down, bitch. Get them titties. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, we'll see how big he is. We'll see.
Because remember in Kong, I said he was still growing.
Yeah, he was just a kid.
But hear me out.
That was like 40 years ago.
Hear me out, though. How big
can they get?
No, how big can Kong get? Because if you think about it. Kong right now is probably at Godzilla's ankles.
God.
How big Godzilla is, and there has to be some intervention between humans to make Kong bigger. Because remember,
pumping with steroids.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't know.
Remember though, because like if you go by the lore now, they're like Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, all them. Well, except for Mothra, because Mothra's actually like a goddess. Like, I don't know why. I don't know how they explain that yet. You know. But like Godzilla and them are titans. Like they were like the Earth's natural defense against like cataclysmic events. You know, like the Ice Age and shit. They were just like the titans just rose up and like, all right, bro, we gotta do what we gotta do, help the Earth, and then go back to sleep, because that's what happened. Remember after like the, you know, I guess after the last event when like in King of the Monsters, you know. Ghidorah landed on Earth, and Godzilla fucked him, and then he's in the ice, and then Godzilla went back to sleep. You know what I mean? And like the Mutos woke Godzilla up, and the Godzilla's like, "Yo, bro, like my nigga, like, I'm trying to sleep, and you're making it really hard for this to happen." You know?
I think in the lore of the comic book, the recent one, Aftershock, that's not the first Godzilla. That's the second,
because I remember seeing that article. It was like there was a Godzilla's like the last of its species, because there was a species that killed off. Like all
it was the Mutos. Oh, an Omega Muto killed off the last Godzilla.
And even then, what's name is the last? What if you're gonna go by like the Toho era, this Godzilla is gonna become Mecha Godzilla anyway. Because remember, it dies, and then the other Godzilla, I don't know how. Like I guess it was like another one that was alive too. It becomes like the new Godzilla. Because remember, that's what Mecha Godzilla was.
Oh, Destroyer? You mean?
No,
the Destroyer one?
No. Because remember, Mecha Godzilla, they used the exoskeleton. They used the skeleton of the Godzilla who died.
Yes.
And then they built Mechagodzilla, and then the one that took over the mantle was like another Godzilla was like hatched from an egg or some shit, or like it was really weird. I was watching that a couple days ago, and I was like, I totally forgot about Mechagodzilla, because Mechagodzilla can the spirit of the first Godzilla can take over and start wrecking shit, and it's like
instinct comes back in.
like instinct, because like the bones for some reason kept the spirit.
Gave you instincts.
That sounds like some bad juju right there, dude.
That's just, you know.
Yeah, so we'll see. Well, like I said, we'll see. But in all honesty, I don't think Kong can ever get as big as Godzilla.
Right now.
Just like technically speaking, because even in Kong, like Kong Skull Island, when they went past like his fallen like brethren's like skulls, they weren't that big. They really weren't.
Yeah, so
and even if those were full grown, they weren't that big.
So Kong was about 100 feet tall in Skull Island, and Godzilla's about 300.
So even if you grow
2014?
In 2014, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if he grows,
I think he's about the same size.
Even if he grows up, I'm saying like even if you give him like an extra 100, like he'll be like at Godzilla's stomach at that point. But still, Godzilla has an arsenal like fucking lasers and shit. Like I'm sorry, I like King Kong, but.
Yeah,
when you go power, we go like. I think what's gonna determine like Kong could probably like 1v1 like scrap, you know, like run up on him, but like if it's like a battle, like of distance or stamina, Godzilla all the way. Yeah,
Godzilla's a spacer,
and then even then, fucking Mothra watches Godzilla because Godzilla's like the champion.
Yeah,
you know, like Mothra's not gonna let Godzilla fall to fucking Kong. You know what I mean? And then remember at the end of the movie, spoiler alert. When Godzilla's standing on that pile of fucking rubble, all those other fucking, you know, they could have taken Godzilla, but they all bowed down, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, if you go by Toho era movies, Rodan occasionally helps out Godzilla too. Yeah. So it's like, that's 3 kaiju versus Kong, and he's not, even Rodan alone fucking spitting fire and like knocking people, knock like fucking cities off the map by just flying over them. Sorry.
We'll see what happens.
No, I already know.
Yeah, and
I'm taking bets right now. No, I'm just kidding.
One of the directors talked to IGN a while back, and they're like, "Yeah, we're aware of this problem that we're gonna have to figure out with Kong because of with the tease, like he's still growing kind of thing." And I don't know. We'll see what they do in 40 plus years of not even
next year
40. Well, no, I'm talking about in
the timeline.
Yeah, because in Kong
it was
70s, yeah,
73. So it's 2019 in King of the Monsters.
That's 30.
So if I'm pretty sure it'll be 2020 for Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah,
so that's like it's almost 50 years. Yeah, 47 years.
Kong is a boomer. No, just
Kong is a boomer.
Yeah. Back in my day, we didn't have all this technology. You ruined the economy.
Remember, it looks like with the post-credit stuff, it looked like Kong didn't pick the fight. You know, they were just dealing. They were messing with Skull Island.
Yeah.
So
but see what's weird, because remember at the end of King of the Monsters, they reported it wasn't an official. It was an official document from what's the company?
Oh yeah, what is
Monarch?
Monarch.
From the member, it's official document. It's like, because of Ghidorah, it's like Kong was like moving from Skull Island.
No, it said there was
there was some movement on Skull Island, and it was like Kong was basically like, bro, like something's wrong. You know what I mean? He was leaving, and because like Godzilla, they didn't go to the fight was where did it end up? Where did the fight end up in? Boston.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's like thousands of miles from like Skull Island. I'm pretty sure it's on the opposite direction.
Where was Skull Island? Did it ever? Because I know they went into somewhere, but they left from somewhere.
Yeah, it was like it was like near the I want to say it was like near, because remember like in the 70s it was like they were barely getting out of the fight with the Viet Cong, and they were like, oh, we can take a ship, and it was like right over there, so it's like there, you know, it's where
I know they left
it's
from
where I think like maybe where like near the Philippines and shit, like maybe like off, you know, like off the coast, maybe kind of like the distance from like maybe America to like Hawaii is, you know what I mean? Like it's like even though Hawaii is like kind of like you know.
Yeah, because didn't they get on the boat and then they left from the helicopters?
Yeah, and even in the helicopters they had to travel like what?
Yeah,
maybe a few hundred feet. Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty far out there, but where Boston is compared to where Skull Island is, that's distance. You know, that's a whole. And if they do like the whole geography thing, that's a continent. That's two continents in either direction that this just has to pass. You know. Whether it be like Asia, you know, or, you know, going from, you know, fucking landmass that this cat has to pass through.
Is Kong like Michael Phelps level? Like, you know, can he swim?
Or like the whole thing, they do the whole Hollow Earth thing where they just there's a tunnels and it's like fucking.
That was part of the.
You remember the whole Hollow
papers,
Earth?
Right?
Like there's a whole part of Earth that humanity doesn't even know about. Atlantis. And then Godzilla, like there was like people living underground that like worship Godzilla and shit, and then they helped them out. And it was like
part was crazy in the movie.
Not know this, bro?
It was crazy. That's some like hard lore stuff in King of the Monsters where they went into.
Remember when they went underground?
Oh, the temple and shit.
Yeah. And there was like the whole civilization who kind of lived under there to help Godzilla out. And, like there was like they worship him as a god.
Did you know that you have to look closely, but there's a skeleton of Anguirus down there in the.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you also see that video on Watch Mojo, the top 10 Easter eggs?
No, I didn't.
You should watch that. There's one where they show they show the map when they looked at the kaiju, and the ones that they found, there's a map and they show Japan, and you see kaiju Orochi, and that was the original inspiration for Ghidorah, but it was like the inspiration you drew from the mythical dragon Orochi. Something
So
I remember the whole
would
name.
Would it be
of
Manda then? Because you know
no, it was the inspiration.
Oh, okay.
For Ghidorah was the mythical dragon Orochi. The creator was like, "Oh shit, this is pretty cool," but he didn't get. Obviously, he wasn't gonna give him all the heads that Orochi had. That'd be kind of OP. And then like in Mexico, it wasn't just Rodan. It was another mythical creature from Mexico that they also found. And like you get to watch the video, they explain like all like the mythical monsters they actually found, like of like actual like legends.
Yeah.
And like they're like
giant chupacabra.
They're like no, these guys are fucking real, bro.
A giant chupacabra. He's gonna eat your goats.
Comes out, just eats goats by the time.
It was the South Pacific. That's where Skull Island is.
South Pacific. Okay.
Yeah.
So compared that to where Boston is,
was still far. It's still far.
That's still a distance, man.
Unless they do that thing.
Congur wings.
But yeah, I'll definitely check out Battle of Big Rock.
Yeah, recent seismic activity and flooding on Skull Island. Okay. See, I thought there was more than that. I'm hyped for it. Either way.
I am mostly up.
Oh hell yeah, dude! March, I think was it March 17th?
May.
May.
It's May. Yeah. May next year.
That's when all the movies have been coming out lately.
Oh, summertime kicks off. Yeah.
True. Yeah. Blockbusters.
All right, we got an email from Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Good boy, Mark here.
Yo.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
What are we? Let's see. Hold on, TGS is upon us. This was a few days ago. TGS did happen. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Got some new Kingdom Hearts 3 footage showing the new data limit bosses, new attack moves that were not in vanilla version of the game. Still don't know why it took 11 months to make this content, but whatever, he says.
Yeah, I mean,
That game died out, bro. As soon as people got in the hands,
I can still talk about that game.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and it's really soon, but it's kind of like a retrospective already. But whoa, but yeah. What's the end of his question?
He's just bringing it up. That's coming up. Yeah. He starts the main chunk of the emails about Astral Chain. Did you pick that up, Julian?
I did not. I'm gonna wait on it a little. But it's cheap at Walmart.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's $10 cheaper at Walmart.
Shouts out to Walmart. I'm just kidding.
So he says, it came out, never before have I seen such a mixed review. While their LPers, like the best friends that we know, Willie and Pat, they say it is Platinum's best game. It's also, I believe it's also their most expensive game that they worked on.
They got the Nintendo support, so of course.
Yeah, the Nintendo money really kicked in. Yeah. While others are hardcore action gamers, like the Gigaboot, are really not liking it. And that it's not as good as DMC and Bayonetta, and they have some issues with it.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you right now from experience of I played Platinum games. I played
Platinum.
Metal Gear Rising.
Right, of course.
That one was fucking fun. I mean, their point always is to just have fun with the game. They want to make it fun, hack and slash.
Yeah,
and I mean, from what I saw, positive reviews is that it's a fun hack and slash. That's what it accomplished that in Metal Gear Rising. It accomplished that in both Bayonettas. And if I guess we're comparing it to DMC, then, DMC does well at that. Excels at that, actually, in fucking DMC 5.
Yeah.
I didn't play Wonderful 101.
I've always heard that's a great game.
Yeah, I played Nier Automata. Nier Automata is great. It's great. That's a good one.
I played their Legend of Korra game like years ago. It was fun. It's simple, but I mean... There's only a few ways you can do the bendings in Avatar. Yeah.
Also played Transformers Devastation. That was also them.
Yep.
And that game was great. I really enjoyed that game.
It's very anime.
Dude, and I think that's their point, to get very anime with their games. And well, they hit the nail on that. So, I guess, when it's reviewers not liking it or, mixed reviews, then it's like, I don't know, I think you gotta have a prerequisite, I would say, experience in their game. So that's why I always recommend.
You have to understand what kind of game it is.
Yeah, and that's why I always recommend people Bayonetta.
Yeah,
always.
Because like I said last week, I'm like I wasn't really feeling playing Pirate Warriors again because I booted it up because I've been just consuming One Piece lately.
Yeah, man.
But I hopped back on. And I was playing as other characters. I'm like, once you understand what to do in those games, there's enjoyment for sure. Yeah. So he goes on and says, what was a game that you liked or hated, but the entire world seemed to love it or hate it, vice versa, and despite all the problems it had?
Resident Evil 6. I'll always love that game, but everyone hates that game.
Dude, RE6 to me was like hands down like one of the best Resident Evils, dude. That shit
don't at Akil, dude. Don't at.
I don't have an at to.
I know,
bro. But dude, like low key, RE6.
It's a good game.
People's gripe was like it's not 4. You know what I mean? People were trying to compare like 2 games after 4 to 4. I'm just like, bro, 4 is
it's a different type of game than 4, right?
Well, no,
look, every game from 4, 5, and 6 is just an evolution of the last.
Okay.
Whereas, in 6 you go run and gun. You can actually move. A lot of dynamic movement,
I could see people not liking that.
The enemies.
Versus you just standing there. Like, I never understood the mechanic. You have to stand there, plant your feet, pop, and then you run. I'm like, what? Like, we're part of the academy and they taught you to stand there in the face of danger, just stand there, aim your shot, and fucking pull the trigger. And like, no, dude, I'm trying to like, I'm not saying I gotta run and like fucking pull the trigger at the same time, but like shit, let me get some like movement. Maybe I can move out the way from getting hit from like with an axe. Like I don't want to die with like to an axe to the fucking neck or some shit. I gotta move, bro.
Yeah,
God gave me legs for a reason, and I'm not just gonna stand there.
I'm gonna do a slide and dive kick and trip you, and then turn around and shoot you while I'm laying down.
What you gotta do is you gotta wave dash cancel.
You could do these things in Resident Evil 6. I'm just kidding.
No, in all honesty, like the biggest game I can think of for me is RE6. I like. You know what else game I actually enjoyed too?
And everyone hated.
That everyone like absolutely hated. I like Operation Raccoon City. Operation Raccoon City was like
one too,
was a good concept.
Oh yeah,
It was like,
I
like
love
the concept
for
behind it was like, dude,
It's a
like,
what if. Remember, it's not.
yeah, like, but the problem was like people who try to side with one thing that they failed at in that game, and I can agree with, was like there was no way for you to beat Leon.
Oh yeah,
There was no fucking way. Like this dude was
Leon
doing
is OP.
Exactly. His fucking 22, like his fucking 9mm
Matilda
Academy
gun?
pistol that they gave him when he fucking first joined the fucking academy was like outpowering like fucking fully automatic weapons, bro. Like there was no way. And I saw the problem in that because I tried to side with Raccoon City and I was like, fuck it, I'll just side with Leon, you know, and I killed the other
I
guy.
remember that.
You know, you just jump the other guy and it's over, you know. But Raccoon City was like a cool little like, bro, like,
it was a good, nice.
what if?
concept.
Because you know they had Hunk in there, you know, meet
Yeah.
Claire and like you know Leon. It was like a cool thing. Like when shit was going south, Umbrella was trying to make sure like there was nothing tied
No
to
trace,
them.
yeah.
And they hired these fucking mercenaries. And these mercenaries like,
highly
bro,
elite special soldiers.
exactly, bro. And they were like, bro, we work for Umbrella. Like the check cleared, we're about to go do work.
You know, I really like the freaking designs for those characters, man.
Fucking
They're freaking
Lupo,
awesome.
Lupo, Four Eyes,
everyone.
Beltway, and that's what I'm saying.
Everyone.
Like everybody was like, and even the trailer got me hyped, bro. Like,
Dude, I
when
remember that trailer.
That
That
trailer
trailer
was
was awesome.
fucking sick, dude. These niggas were like, we gotta survive, and then fucking Four Eyes like fucking tackles a zombie, and, like starts like extracting like the fucking like DNA
Yeah, that
samples.
was really cool.
to make like better like more potent like
that
medicines
was, like,
or
yeah.
like you know shit like
I
that.
remember that.
And then you have like fucking what's her name Bertha, who was like the medic, and she fucking came around with like
Yeah,
a
I
big ass
remember.
bone saw.
Yeah,
And
I
was
remember
like, dude,
that.
what the fuck is this? And then fucking Lupo was like Lupo was like her nickname was literally Wolf Mother. Cause she was the leader.
The leader, yeah.
Spectre and Vector were just like, Vector was like going invisible and shit, and Spectre's like, bro, like one of the best snipers, you know what I mean? Like, it was so cool. And then fucking Beltway.
Danny, look at this. Wait, hold on.
That trailer was nice.
Yeah, look at the character designs for this.
I would say,
yeah.
I would say Raccoon City.
So cosplay material right there.
RE6.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing some of this stuff. Yeah,
RE6 and Raccoon City are like my favorite games, like two of my favorite games, and everybody's just like, they're just fucking horrible. They're horrible. Burn it down. Burn it.
What's
Like
another
the new game that's
everyone-
coming out now.
I
Dude.
like that everyone.
The only
hates.
thing that comes up for me, I think, is just All Stars. I think.
Yeah, All Stars was good.
I liked it.
I enjoy All Stars. There's all that hate for All Stars, as I've always mentioned. I enjoy the gameplay for Marvel Infinite. You know, there's a lot of hate for that game, but there's also a lot of love for that game at the same time.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a lot of mixed bags, but I always try to stay optimistic
it's-
about playing video games.
It's all, in
Yeah,
all
it's-
honesty, it just comes down to the player.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if
You
you
know?
go based off of everybody's opinions, you're never going to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes
of
you
course.
just got to sit down
And experience
and
it for
form the,
yourself.
exactly. You know, I'm not saying, like, even if you, like, there's a demo, like, perfect example. There's a demo for the new, Contra.
Yeah,
Oh right.
Dude,
that was a surprise. What I
can
heard
I
about
be,
it.
can I be honest with
Did
you
you play
guys? Yes.
Okay.
Personally, it's fucking terrible.
Okay.
That game is so stiff.
Okay.
Like, they want you to shoot. Like, I was trying to aim, and like I pushed the right stick, and the guy was like it was like a delay, and I'm
I
like,
see.
but you're bionic. Like, why are you moving so slow, dude? I got to the second part where there was like a part in the demo. I got to the second part where it's like you have to shoot these flying enemies, and I was trying, and they're moving, and I'm trying to like move the character to keep up with them. I'm not saying he'd be super fucking fast, but this nigga's moving so slow. I'm like, how are you a commander? And like, how are you a commando moving that fucking slow?
You know what really confused me? I don't know why they didn't make like a 2D shooter with that new Contra game.
Yeah, that's what confused me too. And I'm just like, wait, why is Contra 3D and why is it like kind of like
And why is there a panda?
Like a shoot, like it's like a shoot 'em up like arena based, like you know what I mean? Like
I
you
was
just go into
like-
a section, kill some guys, move on to the next. You know?
Yeah, I was like, really, like, it's not. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
what I gotta say about that.
So he also says, also since we're talking about Astral Chain, some of the bosses were great, but that final boss was really disappointing. He says.
Okay, I'll come back to you on
I
that.
haven't heard much about the final boss for that game. So he says, what were some games that you loved, but that final boss just didn't hit the landing, and it was really disappointed with it. I
I played something recently that was like.
was really worried about God of War because I was playing the game, and then you know how YouTube is. It's like, oh, let me recommend you Final Boss 720 HD, cutscene or whatever. And when I saw the thumbnail, it was the giant that Freya controls, right? But I just saw the thumbnail and I'm like, oh God, please tell me it's not a giant boss. I don't like those fights when it comes to God of War, right?
Really?
I'm not a big fan of, like, to be the final fight, it's just gonna be this giant monster.
Yeah, okay, I could.
That.
That's more like a mid boss, like a mid game.
Yeah,
boss
that's
fight.
like classic God of War stuff. That
Yeah.
like when you have to fight on Kronos's back, or you have to fight in Gaia's stomach and all that kind of stuff.
or you have to fight Ares at the end and that big ass like.
Yeah, so I was really disappointed with that aspect. But luckily, it wasn't fully like that because you also had to fight Baldur, and that was a fun fight. But it always is for me is those shooting games, like with Killzone Mercenaries. The final boss in there, I'm like, this is really boring. You just do cover, you shoot, and then he's stunned, and then you just keep shooting him, and it's like, come on, dude.
No, I can't. As of recent, I can't recall any boss.
I'll tell you what's a great boss fight that I thought wasn't going to be that interesting was the in Lost Legacy Uncharted.
Oh,
that was
okay,
that was a good fight.
Yeah, it was. It's very cinematic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Super cinematic, and I guess that's what takes the key in for those boss battles.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last fight in Uncharted 4, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I will.
That was awesome.
I will say, if we're talking Uncharted, the first two Uncharteds, I wasn't feeling for the final boss fights because I know the first one for sure was just using guns, and I was like, yeah, that's not really my cup of tea. But then when you get to Uncharted 4 and you're fighting in the ship, and then
as it's on fire.
Yeah, and then you pull out the pirate swords, and it's like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah, dude, those pirate swords like felt really sharp. I don't know, it's a video game, but you feel like how sharp they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Good job, Naughty Dog, on making me feel that way.
Yeah, but if it's just like, if you're just gonna use guns for your final fight, where it's not like mechs or anything ridiculous, it's like, get out of here. I think, yeah.
I don't know. The games I've played always had satisfying boss battles.
yeah. There's not really too many
to account for. I haven't played DMC 2, but I'm sure there's a billion.
I don't know anything about 2. It's
just
I know we're probably gonna get like a lot of. I know we're probably gonna get a lot of shit for this, but for me, it would have to be Kingdom Hearts 3. The final boss fight was so underwhelming, dude.
It was Xehanort, right?
Yeah, it was like Xehanort in like some weird like form and
like, oh, okay, no, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was like oh man, and like he can do all this shit. I was like, it's the same. Like I think that was what, like I said this before once before on the show. Kingdom Hearts 3 was such a letdown for me. And I think it's because I got older. I kind of like didn't care anymore.
The edge went away.
I played it just to say I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the boss fight was like, nah, this is kind of like the same formula. Like you fight the same overpowered dude. He can do some, like some weird like reality warping shit. And it's like, oh yeah, Sword triumphed. I'm like. My nigga.
I'll tell you right now, I like the Xemnas boss battle better than.
Oh, dude, Xemnas, yes,
that shit was crazy.
And Xemnas fight was so fucking OP, dude. That fight.
It felt like it took forever, dude.
Dude, it
like
really
three boss battles, right?
Right.
Three boss battles, and you're still fighting Xemnas the whole time.
Yeah, dude. And then this motherfucker does the whole laser thing.
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy.
I never like sweated so much mashing 2 buttons in my life because you have to tap
tap triangle to hold.
No, triangle and triangle. I think it's triangle and square, triangle and X. So you just turn your character, you turn your controller sideways, like and you're just sweating. You're like, I don't want to die, And then even Anthem's fight was more entertaining.
The first one?
Yeah, like when you fight him as a ship, like when you're flying and you fight him in like the void. That was more entertaining than the fucking Xehanort fight. It was like this whole build up.
Yeah.
To this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you beat the game, right?
Yeah.
The fucking ending. The ending.
Look, man.
Made it even
well, this
worse.
is why we're getting a DLC, and fuck, man, Adam, where you at? We still got a lot to talk about it,
Dude. No, 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 dude.
I'll tell you this much: I like not the final boss battle, but I like
the leading up to it. The lead
when you
up
go
to
to
it.
Scala ad Kalam and you fight it felt like you were fighting boss battles.
Yeah, like that was
All
that was
around.
dope. You're fighting the Organization 13 like 2 at a time. That was fucking amazing.
That was fucking
this
cool.
motherfucker, these niggas are cheating. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this is intense. Like that part of the game made me feel like, oh man, like the boss fight's gonna be fucking.
It's what I wanted.
I wanted. You know what? I would have been okay if the boss fight was like, if they made you think you defeated him, but it was like it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then towards the end, it's like, okay, like now you're fighting the real Organization 13. To me, the ending would have been a lot more like oomph for what I paid for.
Yeah.
If it was like the final fight, it's like you got Riku, Kairi,
yeah.
all these people,
That's
like
also,
ready
like,
ready to fucking go. Because remember, before they went in there,
Yeah,
everyone's like, let's go.
the maze thing.
Yeah,
remember
that's what I
that?
mean. Like the maze part. That's the part I was referencing earlier. It's like it was so dope. Everybody's teaming up. We're fucking people up. Like that to me. If it would have ended on that note, I'd have been like, this is dope.
And
they
then-
finally pulled their fucking weight
Yeah.
instead of like relying on Sora, who failed the exam
And
to
then
become a Keyblade master
And
and
then
lost
the
his
mobile
heart.
game saves you.
All I'm saying that to me was a huge disappointment, bro. That ending boss fight was just kind of like what was the final nail in that coffin, and the ending just kind of like put the dirt on that coffin, dude. The ending made me so upset, dude.
The Kingdom Hearts fan base struggle.
We waited.
Yeah,
I honestly say I was a
we
fan.
waited and
We waited,
I'm
and this
still-
is what they gave us, bro.
I'm still
and
torn.
The disrespect that they shown to the fucking Final Fantasy side of that game, the disrespect, dude. I was like,
I agree.
Hell nah. Where's my summons, bro? Where's Shiva? Where's Bahamut, bro?
That's in the remake, man.
I hate you.
I thought of another one actually, and it's a game I really love. Neo, for sure. The final boss in the base game and the final boss in the last DLC were pretty disappointing. Because it's a fun game when you fight bosses, especially like human bosses. Like one of the DLC ones, like it was such a fun time to play them. And then when you beat the base game, you're just fighting like the giant serpent.
Oh yeah,
And that's
was-
pretty boring.
yeah, it was.
And the final boss in the last DLC.
I didn't play. Was it the girl? Right? Did you fight the girl? Like the one that's on the cover of the DLC.
Yeah, you fight her.
Really, she's disappointing. She seems so menacing.
She was just
know?
kind of ridiculous. I think she had the Nine-Tailed Fox or
Okay.
something. She had like some Naruto shit going on. But yeah, that was pretty.
So you came
ridiculous.
to stop my nefarious plans. This is my ninja. I'm never
Yeah.
gonna be defeated. Believe it.
Oh, also the other final boss of the base game when you go back to England.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and
that
you go
was
and you
really
go fight like
easy.
that weird Dark Souls looking guy, the Thousand Eye Relinquish looking motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, that was Cthulhu. That was like Cthulhu.
He was trying to
Yeah.
banish you to the Shadow
Straight
Realm,
up
Danny.
Cthulhu, man.
And I'm like, how is I can understand it being hard if you don't really take them out that quick because of all the eyeballs they shoot at you. But still, I was like, this is really disappointing.
I replayed it to grind, and
Yeah.
I breezed through that. I breezed
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Umi Buzo
Did you
gave me
know,
more problem than that fucking guy
Yeah.
In that level, you fight the Executioner like, one more time. The
but he's
first
like,
boss you fight,
and
and he's like way stronger.
did. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he could go find him again, or
Yeah, because you have to you get to explore when you go back
Yeah.
to England. He's downstairs in a room somewhere, and that's the second time you fight him. And because in the boss glossary, to get more info on each thing, you have to fight him each unique time. Yeah, and he was way better in that boss fight in the first one. But yeah, those two bosses were just like, really, that's it, guys? Come on. Yeah.
Speaking of Nio,
Yeah, so let's get into it. Thanks, Mark, for emailing us. I will message you about what you said as well.
thank you, Mark,
Later.
for still listening to us.
Yes. Yeah, TGS happened.
Yes.
They had Neo there. They posted because they had a one of those private rooms to where you could play
Okay.
with the current build that they have. and they put up the percentages of who beat it on the first try.
Okay.
Let me. It's
Whoa,
Koei
man.
Tecmo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pull it
Or
up.
yeah, Koei Tecmo. KT. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just make Fatal Frame.
So okay, yeah, it says roughly 7% of the challengers defeated the boss.
Out of.
They don't give us like the actual
okay.
numbers, yeah.
But shit, dude.
And around 3% at the PlayStation booth because they had two booths,
okay.
Koei and PlayStation. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, and they got some they got little lanyards for doing it.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's cool. It's the Kodamas.
So cool. And the evil one too.
Yeah, the new ones. Yeah. I know. I was like, man, that's the one time I wish I would really be there so I could play. But nevertheless, like you shared the other day, Akil, Neo is getting another demo or a beta, November 1st through the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's free for all PlayStation.
Fuck, I'll be somewhere in the first, but I'll be there.
But yeah, 10 days of more Neo. Sign me up. Early 2020, which makes me believe it's probably going to be February
like
again.
last the first time.
Yeah. I don't doubt
I'd
it.
fuck with that release date in February.
Yeah, I was
That's a good
thinking
time.
this year because there was rumors it was potentially late release, like maybe November. But no, I'm totally fine with February.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's
I'll
gonna
definitely
be.
play that. Fuck. The first one was hard. That first demo. It's because it's hard.
Have you? Speaking of which, have you guys seen the Tokyo Game Show trailer that they showed?
Yeah, I was gonna talk
Oh
about that.
my god, I
They showed how
love this trailer.
They showed
was
how
good.
people were getting like off. I was like, oh my god, like the one with the I think it was like that centipede looking thing. The guy just like
Oh,
fucking dodges
yeah.
and he just picks him up and just stabs him. I was like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, we're really getting impaled out here, bro. Like they really want you to die.
Oh, dude, like when the second DLC dropped and they showed off the 4-armed yokai and their grab animations, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And still now, I don't want to mess with those guys because they are just so ridiculously strong. Like, God. But no, this trailer was amazing.
I liked it. Though it really feels like its own thing. In the same universe,
man.
but
Yeah.
it really feels like its own thing. Like there's no hint at William whatsoever.
Where's William at?
Which
though, bro?
is kind of sad because I like William
Yeah.
as a character.
Yeah, me too.
Probably died.
No, don't say that.
I don't remember how I don't remember what year this is based
he has
in.
Sarose. He can't die.
Yeah, he's immortal. Yeah.
I'm sure he'll come out as a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Tied to turn.
Oh, but yeah,
Go
yeah.
back
That,
to England,
all the
Mississippi.
the new enemies look so
dude, they're
good.
crazy. I'm like, what is going on?
What
And you know
is-
what I was
what is-
wondering too? Like, is this actual yokai lore? All these enemies?
Yeah, they should be. Yeah,
Because I know there's a lot. There's a lot of yokai.
dude. Okay,
actual
yeah.
lore.
That boss with the horse head.
Yeah.
Oh man, that looked intense.
that looks straight out of like fucking Bloodborne.
No, fucking shit looked like the horse from Berserk.
And that's what I thought of too.
Oh, then yeah, there's that cat lady.
Let me mount you. Let me
Yeah.
mount you, horse. No, let me
Jeez,
mount
dude.
you.
Yeah, this game is. It's gonna be a big. You think it's gonna be twice as hard?
Well, it did get a little getting used to with all the new
Yeah,
mechanics
exa-
in
yeah.
the game.
True.
True. I think it's gonna be like, I don't know, seeing these enemies like. Even in the private beta, like those
Those
new
were
enemies were pretty
hard.
tough.
Dude, the little aliens, the little
Oh my,
ones,
yeah, the little
they were
aliens.
so annoying.
Yeah, they're annoying. They do a lot of damage.
If you kill one,
even the snake chicks, like if
Yeah.
you don't dodge like perfectly, they'll still grab you. And I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, where's my stuns? Where's all this and that? Yeah. I had a tough time with the second boss in the beta with the snake.
yes, I also
Mainly because I was like, man, it's just the attacks are so fast. How am I gonna handle this? And then once you figure out the gimmick, yeah.
But still, it's still
And also, yeah, the whole yokai realm thing that they add.
that makes
That's
the
gonna
game
be
harder.
cool. Yeah. So I don't know.
does,
Do you know about that part, Akil, for Neo 2? The yokai realm.
thing?
No, because remember I didn't get to play the beta.
Right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So when you're playing, like the level,
Yeah.
you'll get to a point where you actually enter the yokai realm. Right. Like it's like this giant bubble surrounding the map.
Yeah,
And while you're in there, your key is suppressed the whole time.
just like
Yeah.
you would in a yokai.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're stronger or not. The enemies.
I think they are.
Yeah, but you have to explore until you find the mini boss, and you have to kill him, and then the yokai realm vanishes. And in the first level, it's like in the area right before you fight the boss, and then you have that one-legged Oni with the hammer, and I'm like, this is really tough.
Yeah,
man.
It's really hard, man. You know what, man? Y'all could keep your Sekiro, dude. I'm sticking with Nioh.
I'm sticking with Nioh, dude, all day. I can't wait to see what kind of weapons they're gonna bring in.
As long as I get my axe, I can push somebody to the.
I hope, you know what? I kind of
I hope they bring all the old weapons back.
Same.
Yeah,
because the spear and axe combo all day.
Oh, trust me, with the new stuff, I think this beta is gonna be open beta.
No, yeah, no, it is.
Is it? Okay.
You said it's free. You can access it through the PS Store.
And remember, it's 3 players now.
Oh, it is
online. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Just like this.
I will say though, it is.
It's like as soon as the yokai realm just pops up, you start like, man, I don't want to go back in there. And I was like walking through the mist, and just tears falling down your eyes.
And the beta was the private beta was not really helpful with the elixirs. They were just not giving them to you.
No, they weren't.
Like, oh my god,
they were really scarce, and
they're skimping
even with the Kodama buff. Like,
with the Kodama buff,
still
just no. I was always like 3 elixirs.
Loki's like, just help me, help you defeat this motherfucker.
Help me!
You want the data, man?
Help me, man. Don't worry about him. Help me.
Yeah. So that was, I think that was my highlight for TGS. For sure, was seeing all that
Same
news
here, man.
pop up. And
it's over, isn't it?
Yeah, it ended
is
yesterday.
over,
yeah.
It wasn't too much.
We got some stuff here. We could talk
did
about. Yeah. So again, Neo 2 November. Grab the beta. Definitely worth playing.
You guys really want a real challenge in your game that's Souls-like? You play Neo, dude.
See, my favorite thing about Neo is that it looks really complex, but it doesn't play complex at all.
It's not. It's pretty
because it's like, oh man, stances, the weapons, and now like these transformation attacks. You know, and it's like, but no, like once you get in there, dude, it's so smooth. Like, you know exactly what to do. And yeah, the upgrade tree does make it a lot easier to understand. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was
off-putting on it at first.
It reminds me of Yakuza, but
but going back to Neo and then looking at that skill tree, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is way better because skills get put together for 2, and it's much easier to get skill points as well. So I think it's for the best. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into some TGS news here. We got. Let's just shuffle around for a little bit.
Shuffle.
We got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot stuff. January is the release date.
That box art cover.
We got to look at the box art. A lot of people are really not feeling it. I'm not feeling it either.
Super
Did you see it, Akil?
See what?
The box art for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot?
No, I didn't.
It's right. I have it right
plain.
here.
It's very plain.
It's really, really bad. In a graphic design perspective.
Oh yeah, compared to all the other games. Yeah. It's
well, like the tweet I saw was just like, let me just drag this PNG here, blur effect on this shadow. Let me get a gradient for the background logo. Boom, it's done. Like that's.
If I can be completely honest,
it's really, really plain.
Can I be completely honest? I don't see how they make money anymore.
It's Dragon Ball Z. That's just period.
Wait, Dragon Ball Z?
How many times we got to play those sagas before we know we get it. We know.
People were saying that about this game, right? Where even people were like, "Why not Dragon Ball? This feels like this could work really well with just Dragon Ball, not Z." When was the last Dragon Ball?
That's
game?
What I'm saying. Like, I would play Dragon Ball, but like Z is just like they're beating the shit out of that dead horse, dude. At this point, they got it hung up by a tree and just beating the shit out of it, bro. It's like a piñata. Like when I heard that game was being made, I was like Kakarot, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is okay, cool. I thought to myself, maybe it's like maybe like an adventure game because I think it is, right?
Yeah.
But when they're like, oh yeah, dude, Buu Saga's confirmed, and then people are like, oh my god, I was like, Of course, it's confirmed. There's only
That's
only
the
4
problem with
sagas,
anime
dude.
games. It's like
You
Pirate
can't-
Warriors 4. It's just like, oh look, this character is confirmed. I'm like, yeah, you know.
Like if whoever gets it, I'm not shitting
I'm
on
not
it.
getting
I'm
it,
not
yeah.
shitting on it. But at the same time, it's like you can only retell that story over and over.
Yeah, but look, you
different
get
play styles before you were just like.
You get the side mission, Akil, where you do the driving test episode.
Where's that side mission where he just straight up goes home, bro. Like I want that side mission.
Dude, I can't wait to farm.
Goku, exactly. Goku just gives up on trying to become like the world's strongest and just goes home and like raises his family. Where's that side mission, bro?
I would like to. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, this
A
game
Dragon
also
Ball Z
has
simulator where you can just be like, dude, there needs to be a Dragon Ball game. There's gonna be a game set in that series where you play as like an everyday Joe guy who's like witnessing shit go down.
Just seeing the battles happening.
Like that guy.
yeah.
Like, okay, I don't know if you guys remember. There's an episode in like I think it's like Dragon Ball Z. Where they're out in the countryside and there's just guy just sit like there's like some guy just sit there farming and he's like right outside the city view.
Mhm, yeah, I
and then
remember
drive
those
past
parts.
them and he's just kind of looking over like, oh man, there's always something going on in the city and he's fine. I want to play as that guy. Like I want to be that guy. Just like one day wake up like harvesting my crops, trying to make a living. I look at the city and I see a big ass explosion. I just see beams in the sky like shooting beams. I'm like, today's a good day to stay inside. You know what I mean? I want to be that guy. Like, give me a game where I'm that guy, or give me a game where I can play from the perspective of some guy who just moved to the city, from the countryside. He's like, yeah, I'm about to make a living.
It's like that
and next thing you
game.
know, just see like a fucking body fly through a building and he's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And the guy gets up and he starts shooting beams like, oh, that's what my mom told me to stay in the fucking countryside and he just moves away. That's the game. That's the whole game. Like, you just play some guy who's like, who wants to make it big, but then find out they're like super powered aliens living down the street.
It's like that game where you play as like the people during like kaiju battles. Ever heard of that game?
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it was called, but like it's just like that.
Basically, yeah.
Just give me that game, bro. Just give me that game where that guy who him and his wife just purchased the house and a fucking laser beam just like one of them deflected and just flies and blows up at the house and there's like, well shit, we're in debt. Kind of like that Rick and Morty episode where you play
you're going
that
to the
dude.
bank a lot. Yeah, that game.
Hey, are you like that one episode of Rick and Morty where Rick put Morty in that game where he plays that guy Rob or something like that and you live his whole life until like you die or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, give me a game like that just set in their universe where you play like some random guy just like trying to live his life and you try to make it to the end. Like make it to the golden age of like in life and like witnessing these battles and shit.
Yeah, this is gonna push numbers for sure. If you go on Twitter, you'll see a lot of people are hyped for it because they're like, this is what we've always wanted for a Dragon Ball Z game kind of thing. There's
Kinda
also
like
gonna be
one, right?
new lore that's canon to the series being added to this game via side missions and all that.
I feel like with this game, if they're gonna add DLC, it shouldn't be characters. It should honestly be sagas, like the baby saga and shit like that. That's what made me want to go out and spend money. If like the DLCs were actually like, oh man, instead of playing like what if episodes or what if Goku died or what if Piccolo never give me like the other sagas like where I can just go fight fucking like Baby or some shit or like like shit like that.
We'll see what they do. Honestly, was that
When is this game coming out?
January next year?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, real soon.
Kick off the year.
I don't think this game's necessary when you have other big Dragon Ball Z games out, like Fighters is still
is
pretty
still
big. Xenoverse 2 is still pretty popular.
Yeah, they're still
for
coming with
those,
DLC
for that
Xenoverse.
group of people. Yeah, they're always getting new characters in that game.
But they had Broly, and I was like, "What the?" The movie was announced, and they were like, "Here's Broly."
What's it called? The Dokkan Battle, I think. The arcade game.
The mobile game. It's a mobile game, I think.
Oh no, that's the mobile game. I'm thinking of the.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
Do you remember seeing like back in the day that arcade game where it's like, oh, you play as this OC Saiyan boy or girl? That's pretty popular.
Heroes or something?
Heroes, yeah, Dragon Ball Heroes.
I saw it
on
for Switch, right? Is it on?
Yeah,
Switch?
Super Dragon Ball Heroes is on Switch.
Yeah.
That just got some DLC too. And yeah, the fact that there's always a new Dragon Ball game almost every year is just, yeah.
Let the horse. Just bury the horse. It's already
Just
dead.
take a break. Just take a break. Like you have all these other focus
Like
on these
all
other games.
animes, they should.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me
adapt.
wrong. Kakarot looks cool. It's just I just don't care.
Give me a Kakegurui
Give me
game.
a different anime.
Give me a Kakegurui game. Where
How about
it
a
was just
better
pure
One Piece
poker.
game? You know, but we got Burning Blood and it's
What happened to that open world One Piece
World
game?
Seeker. Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody talks about it anymore.
What happened to it? Did it come out?
It's out. Yeah, it's on sale right now for like $40.
Did it not do well?
As far as I know, it didn't do well. As far as
'Cause
I
it
know,
seemed-
as far as I
you
heard,
know.
it's all right.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
like that's cool. I thought the concept.
I thought it was cool too. A non-Pirate Warriors game.
Yeah,
you know?
open world game. You know,
Yeah.
and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. But
It's getting 2 more DLC packs, so that game's still going
okay.
as it is. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z just though they're adding a new character, new Ginyu Force member.
Why? They're already dead. Never mind.
This is part of this is what I was saying. Like new canon lore.
You should make a new JoJo game.
Yeah,
There's a new JoJo game.
No, not.
Are you talking about the?
Not Isaac?
No, the new one.
No, what's the
new one?
The battle royale one?
Yeah, it's like the battle royale one. It's
What's it called? Last.
I don't know what it's called. It's in Japanese. They show like development of it.
It's not called
full-
Last Stand, which
No.
is stupid. It should be called Last Stand, right?
Is that what it's called?
No, it's not called Last
That's
Stand.
not what it's called.
Well, it's
Daddy's upset
Battle
because
Royale?
they missed the opportunity to call
Hold on,
it.
let me
Dude, when I heard that
Yeah,
on a podcast, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
it's in Japan, and they on YouTube.
yeah, it's in the arcades right now.
it's in sorry for stuttering.
Battle Royale.
Last
you said?
Survivor, that's what it's called.
When
Last Survivor?
When I was
Yeah,
on
it's,
YouTube like at 2 a.m. one day, it just stumbled upon like the next video because I was trying to fall asleep, and I was watching. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And then they were just like fucking each other up. I was like, "I can get behind this." You know what I mean? Like a battle royale game, but like I think it's like maybe like 10. I think it's like 10 people.
No, it's up to 20 people. The only map I know is Moiro.
The town, right?
Yeah, Part 4 town. I think it's up to 6 characters because I know you have Dio, Jotaro, you have Josuke.
What's the dude with the what's the one kid with the
I think Koichi's.
yeah?
Is it
Echo?
Koichi?
I think
Mista and Giorno are playable, as far as I know. Yeah, it's 20 players, only in arcades in Japan right now, but they're gonna push for, I think, consoles eventually.
dude, I saw that by accident. I was like, this is fucking dope, dude. And
It's gonna be interesting to see. I saw some of the gameplay. It's
dude. Mista's hella broken in the gameplay.
he
dude.
has a gun.
Yeah, he was. There's a part in the gameplay where he shoots like Mista. He shoots a bullet, right? And the guy's like behind the wall, and because his stand, Sex Pistols, the bullet just like fucking kicks down towards him. Like, dude, no, that's just broken, dude. Fucking
Man,
give me-
I've
give
seen
me
people
cute-
just hop a fence and just or the fuck out of people.
Dude,
man.
just give me
What the
cute
hell?
Super
crimson.
hard, yeah.
It's like you shoot a bullet, just erase the fucking effect, dude. Like, can't die. Give me D4C, bro.
But yes, we do need a new JoJo fighting game for sure.
Like,
I hope
like
it's not
the,
a-
like the 2D,
Like
one.
All Star Battle,
Yeah.
or the one from like PS2 Day, right? Is that what you're
The
thinking?
2D one, yeah, that was 2D.
The Part 3 fighter,
No, that's the PS1, but
PS1,
more
yeah.
like the All Star Battle one.
All Star. Yeah, I would love All
more
Star
like
Battle.
that.
Yeah, Lexi, there's the
JoJo Budokai.
Last Survivor. It looks all right.
Damn, it does look like a. It does look. I can't. What? JoJo is a battle royale.
Yeah, dude, what kind of timeline are we in? And then look, it's the goes. The goes indicate like if there's an enemy nearby, and then
That's
you
awesome.
just use your stand abilities to fight. Like what the hell?
Sure,
Yeah,
sure. With JoJo, anything goes. Yeah, like I totally agree with that. Like maybe they should just stop with some Dragon Ball Z games for a bit and work
Yeah,
on all these
please.
other animes that I don't know. There's just a bunch.
yeah.
There's
Like
so many.
it's crazy to me that we just got that Fairy Tail game coming out next year.
Yeah, and I've never.
You know,
seen one
there's
before.
been Fairy Tail
I'm sure there
games
has
on
been,
3DS.
3DS, okay.
Yes, but that's it. You know, that was the problem with a lot of anime games back in the day. Last gen was just it's only on 3DS. You know. Speaking of Fairy Tail, we got we got like a footage of the game, and it was just showing off our main characters with their specials. I'm guessing. It looks like I think it's a turn-based game kind of thing, which I don't know how I feel about that. And so they show off the main characters, and I looked and I'm like, man, Gray looks hella weird because usually he's just shirtless. And they gave him this weird outfit, and I'm like, because they don't want him shirtless in the game. That's fine.
Oh, the new Fairy Tale
Fairy
game?
Tale.
The new Fairy Tale game that's coming out?
Mm-hmm. And then they showed off like the roster, right? So it's all the characters confirmed so far, and then characters in the background that are shadowed. And I'm like, you can clearly tell Gajeel, Juvia, and Jalal from their shadows.
Yeah. Like,
they're distinct layers versus like in the back row, it's all just blurred out like generic characters. So yeah, I need to see actual gameplay of this game before I decide to even think of getting it.
I mean, you already have the tattoo. You might as well just dive in.
Yeah, but it looks turn based, and I don't know how I feel about a turn based Fairy Tale game. On the other hand, though, Yakuza 7 looks pretty fun, and that's a turn based game.
Oh, the new one, the new Yakuza game.
Yeah. So it's Yakuza 7 in Japan, but coming out here, it's going to be called Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
Now, do you know why it's called Like a Dragon, Akil?
No.
It's called Like a Dragon because our main character is a huge fan of Dragon Quest. And that's why the game plays like a turn-based RPG, because he's trying to be like the heroes in Dragon Quest. It's amazing. Did you watch any of the gameplay, Julian?
No, but I mean,
it's so weird,
I'm
man.
sure they'll go wacky with it.
Because it's like, okay, so you do your attack, right, and it just looks like typical Yakuza stuff, and then it stops, and the camera rotates to the next character in your party. And I'm like, yeah, this is a mainline Yakuza game, huh? All right, cool.
I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah.
Right now I'm playing Zero.
Yes,
Man,
that's a game I need to hop back in.
I want to say something about Yakuza, and at first glance, the game looks like what it seems like. Gangster game.
Yeah, I know
Yakuza game, right? But honestly, when you get into its core, it's nothing like that.
Oh,
man.
dude, no. That's the best part about it.
It's great, though. I'm having fun. The combat is... I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Solid.
My only problem with it was when I didn't touch the game for a while, I really forgot how to play. And especially like when switching styles. That was my only... Like, that's just the thing I got super rusty on. But no, yeah, gameplay's good. Did you do any boss fights yet?
I did one.
The first
guy
boss
had like a fucking silver tonfa. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and I love like the setup for the fights with the cinematics and
yes,
and like even just the stage itself. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
The side stories are amazing, man.
Did you play the?
I'm playing as Majima right now. I'm on chapter 3.
Oh, you're pretty in there.
And there's Yakuza 0.
Yeah.
I just finished one where this guy was trying to propose to his girl through a crossword puzzle. I'm like, what the fuck?
Before I dropped off of it, I played the side mission with the kid where you have to go in line to get some new game that's coming out.
Oh, okay, no, this is the kid. Yeah. Ask him about it. Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah, that one was funny.
They're just funny. It's really it could be wholesome, and then it could be funny, and then maybe what the fuck. But that's just the great charm about these games that I feel.
The karaoke's great,
dude. I tried the dancing one. That was cool. Dancing is great. Dancing is actually really. I like the way they did the dancing here. It's not like your average DDR match thing.
Yeah.
No, you have to
Yakuza has everything in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Warframe where like, oh, you like that kind of game? It's in here. Hey, you want to read manga? Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, that's right, you can.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, they have I forget which one, but they have volume 1 of Hajime no Ippo in there you could read. And I was like, we're really doing this right now?
So I can't wait for my journey on playing those games.
Yeah, no, I think after DMC, I'm hopping straight into Yakuza because I own almost all of them. I'm waiting for the 3, 4, 5 collection to come out physical, and then when 7 drops next year.
How can you play Yakuza when the moon is haunted, bro? The moon is fucking...
Dude, I turned my PlayStation back on last week finally, and then what's the first notification? Cannot install update for Destiny. Because it's 68 gigs, and I do not have the room for that. So,
have you bought an external hard drive?
No, not yet. But if PS5's coming out, I could just wait.
Speaking of which, I'm glad you said that. At Walmart, they have the official. I guess the PlayStation themselves started manufacturing the 2 terabytes external hard drives, and I think it's at Walmart for like $80.
That's pretty good.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Like
average ones are like 100 something.
Yeah, and it's by Sony itself, so it's
2
not like,
terabytes. Man, I could fit all of Yakuza in there.
yeah. It was at this woman right here too.
Yeah.
I went over there.
I'm telling you, man.
I would say give it a go, because I know you still have I know you
I still have the 500 gig. Yeah.
I would say
I'm stuck
honestly,
there.
if you don't want to like spring for the money to get like the newer PlayStation, just go for that.
I mainly just don't want to delete the fighting games I have on my PlayStation because I don't want to reinstall all that.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, just go get the terabyte.
Especially because like you have to download all the DLC characters individually.
I reinstalled. I reinstalled Dragon Ball. I reinstalled Tekken again.
Mhm, yes,
I
Zafina
reinstalled
dropped.
Guilty Gear. I reinstalled
Exert?
all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are you talking
Yeah.
Yakuza. Yeah, Yakuza. Sega got permission so that way they can say Dragon Quest in 7. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because you got.
I think this is the time.
Hey, that's free.
where-
That's free publicity right there, though.
Yeah. This is the time
Like,
where
if I was a gaming company, and like
It's
somebody,
just so Yakuza for it to have the main character say, "I want to be like a Dragon Quest hero," and then guess what? RPG game. Like what?
did
Oh.
did anyone play Judgment?
I have not played Judgment. From the things I've heard mixed things.
Yeah,
I've heard from Eyepatch Wolf. He's a huge Yakuza fan. He has a fantastic video. You should watch it, Julian. It's
I'll
called
watch
"Why You Should Play Yakuza." It's 20 minutes, and it basically explains like the franchise as a series and what it did for Sega and for the time, for the times of when it came out. It's a really good video. He's not a fan of it because it's
really?
just a Yakuza game, and he wanted something different because you're a detective, and there's less detectiving and more Yakuzing. Like gameplay, like fighting. You're fighting for no reason some of the times, from what I
sort
heard.
of deals
But then
like
from
that.
other people, I've heard it's a great game. So I don't know. I'll probably check it out because it's also set in the same town as Yakuza.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, you don't interact with anybody from the Yakuza series. It's its own thing. It's just in that town, and you're just fighting different Yakuza that were mentioned or weren't seen in the old series. It's weird. Yeah, but I really like the story trailer for Yakuza 7. It's pretty good stuff. Can't wait to play as this main character. Who I thought he was like some punk kid based on his hairstyle at first, and then watching him like, oh no, he was in jail for 18 years. I was like, oh, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. And yeah, they did say, if this game is shit, if people don't like the RPG stuff, we'll just go back to the old style. So
Yakuza
that's
8.
Cool. Yakuza 8. Yeah, the fact that they're still continuing the numbering is great too. And speaking of that, FF7, we got more stuff with that.
Oh boy.
You got Tifa working out.
Yeah.
You got new trailers, new gameplay. And they also said there's going to be a classic mode for this game.
I heard about that.
Yeah, where it's just going to be turn-based. Just like the original, for people who want that. I know there are people who want that. But I think I'm gonna play 7 soon.
Oh, the original.
Because I haven't played 7.
Me neither.
So
man.
I'm gonna check it out. But I think when I get the remake, I'm doing the new gameplay style for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that game looks phenomenal, dude.
God, it looks so good, man.
That game looks, because Advent Children is still pretty.
Yeah,
good
I saw
to
this.
look
I
back
saw the
on.
screenshot comparisons with the trailer and with Advent Children.
And it's like, yeah, even the game looks so much better. I'm like, wow, this game is gonna be.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be really big. It's definitely to keep an eye out because this is gonna be like some video game history right here, dude.
Mm-hmm. Remember, this is just part 1.
Yeah,
This is just gonna be Midgard.
Did you see also that trailer with Shiva?
yeah, that show was cool. I didn't watch any of the gameplay.
That's the only one I saw.
I only saw a little bit. Yeah.
That's the only gameplay I saw with Shiva, and I was like, oh, because she was a dope ass summon, bro.
Nice.
Oh, dude, the summons are so like
Mm-hmm.
so anime,
fucking
so
succulent.
cinematic. So
I hope
yeah.
I hope this game has photo mode.
I'm sure it has to have hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I'm just glad more Japanese games are doing that. Recent one, DMC5 got it.
Yes.
Right, because it's not a
Saw
lot of
that.
Japanese games got it, which sucks. Like I hope Neo 2 gets it too. That's gonna be good. Yeah. And then DOA 6 got some stuff. Momoji is coming tomorrow.
Wait, what?
Momoji?
Wait, she wasn't in the original roster?
She was not. No. If you look at the roster for 6, there's really no Virtual Fighter characters in there.
Not even Akira?
I think Akira showed up. But yeah, so she's DLC, which I'm like, okay. I was hoping she would be free DLC.
She was DLC like in the vanilla OG DOA 5. Remember?
Was she DLC in 5?
Yeah, they all they
'Cause I hopped on 5 during Ultimate.
And you guys remember they
even last round.
Even when last round came out, they still put DLC out. The characters like the
girl from
Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, I always forget she's in that game. Yeah, she's in Season Pass 2, which is $90.
You know, they can't make a fucking Fatal Frame game, but they expect me to drop $90 on a game that's like.
I'm just disappointed. There's no just character pass,
right?
It's because it's all just costumes. That's all it is. We're getting Momoji and like a bunch of ninja costumes.
Come on, Team Ninja, get your shit together.
I think I'm probably pretty sure you could buy them separately. You know.
Yeah, individually.
Yeah, but that's like just give me the season pass, dude. Yeah. So she's the third DLC character. That's cool.
What was the first? Second
it was
one?
Mai and
and then second one was the other girl from King of Fighters.
Yeah, what was her name?
I forgot.
Kula.
Kula, yeah.
Yeah.
Ice Princess sort of deal.
Mm-hmm. But that's cool. That's cool. I played her a lot in 5. So
the vacation games are still going.
She's in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's in there. And they're getting DLC characters too. They got like 3 or 4 of them.
Well, they got characters that aren't even in the fighting game.
Yeah, they're like OC characters. I'm like, for the vacation games, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
They may.
Yeah, that game's not slowing down. I don't think anytime soon.
No.
Especially,
I wouldn't want it to.
Yeah, I know.
we need that. We need that in our life.
Well, yeah. Well, that's still running off of 5's engine.
I just wish.
So Extreme 4 with the new engine, so that's gonna be pretty nice.
If it comes out.
Out. Yeah.
I mean, I doubt anytime soon because this
is
still getting support, you know?
What did DOA 6 change? Not a whole lot, right, when it comes to that kind of content.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll still get
graded it. Did it work? No, because people still have imaginations, man. Come
on. We got some Gogeta gameplay for fighters. And he's all over the place, is all I'm just going to say. He's got so much to work with. It's pretty crazy. Like that, they put a lot of work into this character. And I'm like, wow, like I don't remember the last time we saw like this much diversity in a character for fighters. Mm-hmm. It's just wild. He has 2 level 1s. His second level 1 can turn into a level 2. He has 2 level 3s. One of his level 3s turns to level 5. You know, it's like Jesus. That's a.
Hey man, I think he's being really represented how he would be.
I was talking to Adam about it yesterday. I was like, man, imagine how the new Broly's going to be. You know, Super Broly. That's going to be wild. You know,
watch this Super Broly. You know how he has like he adapts to like.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Either he'll like.
I wonder if they're
the more
going to
he gets hit, the more like maybe a level 3 would be more powerful or something, you know?
Yeah. I'm willing to bet they're probably going to add some kind of like element to where like he gets angrier.
Yes.
Because we didn't get that with the last Broly because we don't have transformations in this game.
There's no Bio Broly.
no Bio Broly either. But I do think we could get something like how like, oh, with Kaioken gets stronger the less characters you have. Oh, you could get Super Saiyan 4 Goku if you're missing one player from your team. It could be like that, like, oh, if you lose a character, you know, Broly gets angrier, or like, I don't know, if he's the last one, he finally turns Super Saiyan, like as a permanent buff, and then fights or something, you know. I wonder, that's what I wonder, if they're gonna have him just normal or legendary form. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't think we got a date for Gogeta. I don't remember.
Sure, sometime soon.
Yeah, it's got to be.
We got gameplay
this month. It's this month or next. Yeah, because they're gonna have. Well, maybe next month because they still have Broly, and then they still haven't announced season 3.
I'm sure they'll finish.
And the World Finals is still going on, so I'm willing to bet once World Final ends, they'll announce season 3, and that's probably when Broly will drop. We'll see. I think that's the smart decision to try to keep the game hyped as long as possible. Yeah. We got. I didn't look a whole lot at Death Stranding.
Me neither, because
I've only seen clips from Twitter, like out of context clips
okay.
that are pretty just all over the place.
Well, I didn't watch the trailer because even Kojima himself said, like, look, if you want to learn about the story fresh, and that's what I want to do. I want to go into it fresh, in the game fresh.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch any gameplay. I didn't watch that new trailer either.
Yeah,
but I've seen some clips here and there about the new stuff. You know, P standing up or sitting down, you get a choice.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, if you're still at Norman Reedus' crotch a little too long, he's gonna punch you.
And then Monster. There's Monster energy drinks.
Yeah, that's real, right?
That's real, dude.
Oh man, what a game,
dude. Monster's gonna get a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. Gamers unite.
Fuck, man. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to that game, even though I haven't watched any gameplay.
Yeah, 2 months.
Like
2 months.
2 months. 2 months. Probably get myself a birthday gift then, because
that's around the time. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna keep looking at obscure clips on Twitter for my Death Stranding content. And then next we got a bunch of where are we at here? Yeah, we got some One Piece stuff. Good amount of One Piece stuff. We got a full trailer for Pirate Warriors 4. At first I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be Big Mom. But no, we're going to Wano, which is the current arc we're in. And I'm like, wow, this is the closest we've ever gotten in a Warriors game. Because the last Warriors game ended during Dressrosa, and that was just about to finish. And if you're reading the manga for One Piece, Wano just finished part 1, which I think is a big deal because this is the first time that's ever happened in the manga. Like, no arc has ever had a part 1. So Wano is probably going to be the longest arc ever in One Piece, which will be crazy. Yeah. But yeah, we got Pirate Warriors 4. We're showing off gameplay for the new character, Carrot. She's a furry, literally.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're called minks.
Minks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's playable, which is cool. She's a huge fan favorite out of the minks. And we're getting an original story for the Wano arc, which makes the most sense because we're just kicking off the plot for that stuff, so we're not going to see a whole lot. With that, we got to see some of the stages. Looks pretty good. We saw Gear 4th Luffy playable, which just looks wonky. I always think a 3D model of Gear 4th just looks weird. So that's cool. That's next year. Yeah. And it just looks like more Pirate Warrior stuff. Looks like they're going to be changing a few things up more, which is good because I keep forgetting in 3 they did add a new mechanics in there with the whole, it's called the key, was it the Kizuna effect or whatever? Where like you have like assist during your combos and you can launch a special with all your assist characters with you, this and that. So yeah, I'm probably going to get it because it's just another One Piece game I would like to play.
I'm still reading it.
Yeah.
I'm in the part. Are you reading it? Yes. Yeah, I am. I'm in the part. I know I'm still barely early on.
Oh, trust me, dude. Yeah.
He met Nami. I'm pretty sure it's Nami. Does she have another name beforehand?
No.
Okay.
Are you reading it in color or just normal?
Normal. I'm on here. I'll tell you the chapter. I'm in. Oh, did I delete it on accident? No, I didn't. Oh, here we go.
I just caught up with the color for One Piece the other day, so now I'm going into the normal chapters. I'm in Romance.
Romance
Dawn is at the
chapter 1.1. I'm on that one.
Oh, are you? I think you're reading the one shot.
Oh, it's a one shot because the art does look a little different.
Yeah, the Romance Dawn. The thing with One Piece fans is like Romance Dawn is just like if you say like I love Romance Dawn, people are gonna say which one.
Okay.
Because there's the one shot called Romance Dawn,
which is what I'm probably reading right now.
Let me see.
Because I'm right here where the girl's name's Shirikuga. I thought this was Nami. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, that's the one shot for sure. Yeah, they did the anime special for it. And then you have the Romance Dawn, which is like I think that's just the first chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Romance Dawn as a whole, which is the first, I guess what they consider arc of One Piece, where he recruits Nami and Zoro into the crew before he fights Buggy, which I think counts as just East Blue Saga. Yeah. I like the one shot. It's pretty good.
I'll keep reading it. I was interested. I'm like, okay, is this still part of the story?
I do think as you should always read one shots for mangas.
Mm-hmm. I did read the one for My Hero, and that's all I read. Really.
Ray, it's way different from the series, right?
Yeah.
I really like the one shot a lot. Because one, he's an adult. He's a business worker who doesn't have quirk, but he bought like this armor of an old hero, and that's all he wanted to be. This and that. I'm like, wow, this is really interesting stuff. And then the Sky High is just the main series. Yeah. So yeah, good. Just keep reading One Piece. Yeah.
And manga.
Yeah.
I'm glad I found this site. It's a good site. I like it.
Good. Yeah, like I said, I finished the colors. So that is chapters 848 was the last colored
848
chapter.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, it's the numbers on
this. The last chapter was 955, which ended the first part of Wano.
45 more and you're at 1,000.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna hit 1,000 easy.
It's gonna win a record.
No, it's I think Kochikame's at like 1,300 something.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, hey, Ippo's almost at 1,300.
We're all gonna link up to go see Stampede, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I said last episode about the leak for the dates. Those dates are true. Coming to the West, Stampede. They even extended it yesterday, so it's going to be October 24th through I think November 1st in select theaters. I'm pretty sure we're getting one theater here that's going to have it.
Yeah,
they had
and we're getting it towards the end of the month. I think it is like
it's Halloween weekend.
That thing I sent you.
Did that have the dates for the? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at it again. But yeah, no, I'm hyped. I can't wait for Stampede. It's gonna be good. Not dubbed. I think this is the first One Piece movie that's not dubbed. I think the English dub's over.
No, the thing I sent you, it even said subbed and dubbed. There's an option when you go to a movie theater if you want to watch it.
Oh, is that what? Okay. I just read English subs.
No, subbed or dubbed. But I want to watch it for one reason only. He just straight yeets Luffy to a mountain, dude. He's all like...
I wonder what the canon's like for this. I know it's not canon, but like...
One thing that's canon is that Kizaru's gonna show up and kick the shit out of somebody.
Dude, everybody's in this fucking movie.
Yeah?
That's all this movie is like everyone's here. It's the Smash Bros. Of One Piece. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I was looking some stuff up, Akil, and I looked and I'm like, Alvida? Wait, Alvida's in this movie? And I looked through the credits. I was like, holy shit, she is in here. I'm like, oh yeah, she's in Buggy's crew. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, holy shit, man. Yeah, all the worst generation characters, all the admirals, the
Shishibuki, everybody,
all the Shishibukai,
except for the warlords, they're not there.
Oh, you mean the emperors?
Yeah,
they're not there. Okay. Even smokers here, and all that stuff. Yeah, so yeah, October. I can't wait. I still need to watch Gold, so I'm gonna be sure to do that this month before that happens. So yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much all the One Piece news we have.
Sets out for One Piece is the name of the treasure and the grand.
I love that opening so much, man.
Kaigo.
It's such a
iconic, man.
It is iconic. I really wish they would keep doing that, but yeah, I think it's been 2 years since the anime's been dubbed. So
wow,
yeah. Because I tried looking it up, like, okay, English dub, let's check it out. Last one was like in the 500s, I think, and the anime's in the 800s, so they're not catching up. They said they wanted to catch up by next year, and I'm like, yeah, no way that's happening. So,
I'll keep reading it.
Yes, please do.
I will. I'm liking the train so far. The train ride.
Yeah, no, One Piece is a masterpiece.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I'm like, man, when where I'm at right now, and I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to catch back up. I just want to keep reading One Piece. But, man, especially where I'm at right now is so good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I think that was all the main stuff from TGS. We did get a bunch of other minor games here and there.
No, yeah.
But that's all I had written down for TGS. Big ol' highlight reel.
Not much for this TGS, huh? Nothing like...
Yeah, I was expecting a lot more buzz coming out of this weekend, but yeah, no.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, if we're talking memes, all that KFC stuff, is just so violent.
The freaking KFC game.
Dating sim.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh shit, there it is.
Oh, I love this. Somebody tweeted out, Japan go crazy. And it's literally this just straight up like cholo looking guy in Japan. Like the Chicano culture in Japan is bigger than you could ever think. So good. Let me see. Earlier today I dropped the review for The Way of the House Husband. Thank you, Viz, again for giving us a review copy for that. It's a manga that came out last year. If you don't know this one, Julian, basic summary is this Yakuza who was nicknamed the Immortal Dragon leaves his life behind to become a house husband. And it's a good time. I think it's one of my new favorite mangas to read.
Sounds like a good time.
Oh, it's the best part about it is it's very humorous, which I wasn't expecting. But it's fun. It's fun. Time.
Did you want to talk about Project Resistance, the Resident Evil game?
Oh yeah, that dropped too. The trailer.
Yeah, it did. A lot of people are conflicted about this game.
Yeah. So at first it looked like a Left 4 Dead kind of thing. But we did hear that it's a 4v1 game where you get to play as Mr. X. And yeah, that's the part where people are like, I don't know about this, man.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I really am. Again, I love Resident Evil. I love those games. So I'll look forward to it. Again, people wanted Outbreak. I wanted
that's
Outbreak.
What I kept hearing.
I'll be honest, I wanted Outbreak, but in a way, this is like an Outbreak game too. Because it's scenarios. Because it's what Outbreak was about. Some were what if, some I'm not too sure if they were canon, but it was mostly just scenarios in general in the whole universe and the whole Raccoon City downfall and stuff, the whole event.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I don't know much about Resident Evil lore, so
there's a lot to look at, man. There's a lot to look at.
Yeah, I mean, I checked out 7. 7 was cool.
7 was cool, and that's what I like about Resident Evil, because it kind of expanded the lore a little away from the main line story. So it did a good job with that. I really liked 7, though. It was a good one.
Cool.
Oh.
So look forward to tomorrow, guys. Finally, over on Marvel Talk, we're gonna have the Shazam review. I know it's a little late, Shazam, but we had to talk about it at some point, so look forward to that. It's a good episode. And other than that, I don't think I have anything else to add. No Gintama this week. We were going to record, but schedules, things happened. So that'll be next week, but I'll just say right now, the 50 chapters I read this time around for Gintama is just, oh man, yeah, now this is Gintama, like how ridiculous it gets. Just it's just all over the place, dude.
I bet.
Yeah,
that's what those posts made it out to seem that this is a very wacky manga series. I mean,
yeah, it gets. And I was
that
what was I telling? I was telling Adam yesterday. I was like, when I was watching, Grant would watch it when we would go to the gym, and I would always take a glance to see what's going on. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on in Gintama? Like, it gets raunchy, dude. You know,
shit.
And I was like, that was the time when I was reading it early on, and I was like, I have not touched anything close to that. I just did with these chapters I read this week. I was like, oh, this is the episode Grant was watching where I'm like, oh, why are we doing this, man? Oh.
Don't you love it when animes and or mangas make you think a lot?
Dude, yeah, it can get like that sometimes. Yeah.
Think oh man, why is this like this for funny reasons or thinking reasons and stuff. It's crazy.
You gotta love manga.
Yeah.
Man, I've been catching up to manga. I caught up to Promised Neverland, and shit's just hitting the wall. Like it's getting like really good right now. Yeah,
I remember the concept for that.
yeah. I think it might be ending
Oh wow.
because what we're doing now, there's literally nothing you can do after this, unless like that something's really more fucked up at the end of what's going on right now in the arc. It's the only thing I could think of.
Damn.
Yeah. I got an update for Berserk. Did you get that? Did you see a new? I read it and I'm like, this isn't new. This is that chapter they pulled. Do you remember that?
Recently?
I think it was last week. It said new, so I read it and I saw the chapter number. I'm like, oh, I guess this is a new chapter. But I looked and I'm like, no, this is that God chapter with Griffin. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was the chapter before this one.
Oh, okay. Where he's talking to God and all that.
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
God,
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about Griffith. I don't care about Casca and but no, I think Miria still wants to finish it, man. Come on, look, the demand is there, and you know, there's people that just say like it should end and stuff. I'm like, nah, man. I mean,
Yeah, and he even came out with the new one shot.
yeah, like a one shot, but he didn't
Man, did
directly
you-
make it though.
Did you see one of the panels for that thing?
No.
It's a shot with this kid. I just got out of the water or bath or whatever, and like you only see like the kid's back, and like it's wearing jeans, and then I think some fairy or whatever is just like, hey, what are you? Are you a boy or a girl? And the character doesn't answer, and so you don't really know. And I'm like, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing here, man? What's going on? why are we getting this kind of weird? You know?
Oh no, I mean, I read the other one shot as a
Yeah, from a few years back, right?
yeah. Oh, shit. Maximum. No,
Yeah.
Giganto Maximo. That's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's
It's
called.
a good
yeah.
one. I recommend it. But I'm still looking forward to. Oh, if we need a new game, it would be a Berserk game. We need a new
A
one.
newer Berserk game? Yeah.
Yeah, the Muso game was good, but you should take it back to like how it was for that PS2 game,
Yeah.
or just
yeah.
bring that one overseas because
Yeah, like I forgot that Gintama had a PS4 game. That it never got ported
oh man,
because Gintama's not big out here.
yeah,
No. It's a very. I don't even think it's like Japanese humor. It's like Gintama humor. It's its own type of thing.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think, your popular ones are always going to get like media. Your My Hero, Dragon Ball. Those are always going to get things out here.
Yeah. The big Shonen Jump games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, lesser ones don't.
Yeah. Well, luckily we have Play Asia for that.
Yeah.
If it has an Asia edition of the game, it's got subtitles.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I look forward to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Underworld, Danny. I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask you. Yeah.
I will actually. Matter of fact, when I go home, I'm gonna make some food. I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna watch it. I need to sit down. I'm like, damn.
You're gonna love it, man.
Oh, dude, I bet.
You're gonna
Because I
love it.
love vampire shit, dude.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch 30 Days of Night?
No, I've always meant to, but no.
I think that's the most vicious vampires could get,
Mm.
and I think you'll like it because it's based off of a comic book series,
Okay.
and you'll like it. I like the way the vampires are portrayed here. They're very, very dark,
Nice.
very, very dark. But yeah, I'll give Underworld a shot, and then fuck it, I'll just probably watch Van Helsing again.
I love Van Helsing. Yeah.
Van Helsing too. That was a
So
good one.
good. You said you beat DMC5?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I recommend you read the manga that goes with it.
There's a manga that goes with DMC 5.
Yes.
5 specific, because I know there's a manga for DMC.
There's a manga
Devil May
for I think 1 and 3,
Yeah.
and there's a few novels.
Mhm.
I started reading the comic book for DMC 1. That came out from I think it was Wildstorm.
Whoa, Wildstorm! Remember Wildstorm?
I remember Wildstorm.
I also
yeah.
remember Wildstorm. They had these Friday the 13th comics that I was really looking for back in the day. I have a few of them, but yeah, I remember Wildstorm.
Yeah, I only read up to the 3rd volume or 3rd issue.
Mhm.
I think it's 05 is when it came out.
Damn, fuck. I was in 5th grade in 05.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is not canon at all. Like,
okay.
There's no way it can't, because it's a reiteration of the first game.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I say it's not canon is because Nello Angelo actually gets like a lot of dialogue, and we get flashbacks with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, he never talked in the game. Like, I was like, it's interesting stuff though, because as we know, it's Virgil, right? And it's even said Virgil in the comic, you know, which I thought was crazy. Cause I'm like, man, imagine like you just hop in a DMC1, like, oh yeah, let's check it out. It's like, Virgil, who's that? This and that, you know.
Don't be with everything.
Yeah, but we get a flashback in the comic about Dante and Virgil when they were kids, and then some other stuff. Like, I was like, wow. But Nello Angelo though is a key point in the for Virgil, because if you read the manga, Nello Angelo is actually brought up quite a few times. It's called The Visions of V, I think the manga's called. It has 9 chapters right now. It's still ongoing. It just took a break this month. And it's during it's just the what happened to V between when him and Virgil split to, I guess, up to when he meets Dante, I guess. The last chapter was him getting Nightmare.
Okay.
And him getting Nightmare actually made his hair black, because his hair was white up until then. So, yeah.
He is great. He has stands.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's good.
Okay, I'll try to find it.
I like the art for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's good. Good stuff.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing much else. Yeah. So that's gonna be it for us today, guys. Yeah. So again, look forward to Marvel Talk tomorrow. Check out the review for the House Husband manga. It's comes out tomorrow. You can pre-order it still today for like less than $10 on Amazon, which is good because it's like a $13 normal price. So I recommend picking it up. It's an easy read too. I read it in like under an hour. Mainly because it's a slice of life series. It goes by pretty quick. But yeah, totally worth the read, guys.
I'll come back to you with Underworld and Battle at Big Rock reviews.
Oh, also, the new Terrace House is here. Finally. I've been waiting a little impatiently. Like, right when I Googled, I'm like, when is Terrace House coming back? And it said this date, and I'm like, good. So I just started episode 2, and I just like Terrace House, man. It's good stuff. Yeah,
I should.
It's my novellas. All right, guys.
Novellas? Ah, hell yeah.
It's just my novellas.
When you put it that way.
Well, it's like what's that show called? Big Brother, I guess. Do you know that? No. It's,
No.
I mean, the whole thing is like 6 strangers live in a house, 3 men, 3 ladies, and then you just see their lives. And
Is that a hentai? I'm just
kidding.
kidding.
Yeah, you know. I don't know, man. Watching this, I'm like, man, it just you really get to see how Japanese people are, you know, because their culture is
Teaches
always
you.
an interesting one.
Yeah.
Especially because, you know, the way they handle themselves, the way they talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, whenever somebody looks foreign, they always ask, "Oh, are you half? Are you half?" Because, you know, that's a big deal in Japan. Because, you know,
If you're a full breed or not.
yeah, because if you go to the 90s manga section, you know, you'll see some stuff like that. Like I told you with One Piece, you'll get there, man. It's funny.
I will.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be enjoying that. 10 episodes. Can't wait to binge that series. And also because the commentators for Terrace House are pretty funny. I think some of them are comedians, so they really get the ball rolling. It's hilarious.
I'll give it a watch. I should. I kind of dropped Carnival Row a little.
Yeah, this is the 4th series on Netflix.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there's
4 seasons.
no, I wouldn't say seasons because they do parts, 10 apiece, and they're roughly like 40 to 60 episodes each part.
Okay.
So the first part is in Tokyo, and then the second part goes to Hawaii, And then the third part goes to some district in Japan. Starts with a K, Karyoga or something like that. I forgot how to pronounce it. And then the new one, they go back to Tokyo. Yeah. Not gonna lie, the name for it was 2019 to 2020, and I'm like, that's a weak subtext. The last one was like opening new doors, and then something Hawaii, and then something else, yeah. But yeah, guys, that's all she wrote. So remember, you can email us at unversedpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear some questions, feedback, anything. With all that good stuff.
Come see us next time.
Yeah. And yeah, follow us at Unversed Podcast to stay updated on episodes. And that's all today, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Yasuke. The last.
Killed the monkey, threw the bat out the window.
Check. Yo. I'm on my ollie, popped optic mollies in my spare time. Defeated Seiji-sama, said he all up in my airline. So I sparked the yell and waited for an opening for gut punch. Defensive moves on Fleeper, he no wonder why I struck none. The smile on his face grew immensely within the last frame. The dash raised the last second in, so I'll attack say if he dodges this one. Will I succumb to a shank low? Maybe not. I'm on my P's and Q's, fuck out of my face, yo. I'm just feeling kinda great these days, cause all the rat and gravy days are spiraled out. Now everyone's on hater shit, it's crazy, eh? One day they'll all fuck with you until you find what's stuck with you. A shattered past that's maybe missing pieces that's corrupted you. Lost souls are everywhere, so Yasuke's on a pilgrimage with Kari and the Nami bond on hand, so shit is lit and shit. The only problem is that I've used my Sharingan a bit much, and now my vision's blurring in this bitch. I can't see shit, cuz I can't see. Like, the fuck is where are my glasses? Where? Fuck it.
I'm just chillin' with my hoes, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my hoes, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my hoes, my bitch ass. What?
Chillin' with my bitches, chillin' with my bitches. I'm just chillin' with my bitches. Bitches, chillin' with my bitches.
Chillin' with my hoes, my bitch ass.
Digital relays to planets in the outer rim. Seiji of the Taimatan styles back on rhyme defense. Silence them. All the gods are watching for the fight begin. Fuck it, I'ma start my reign by combos to the chest. And evasion ain't so probable when poisoned by the edge of blade. You really feel the pain when I amass the wrath to pass the slay. A roundhouse to the neck of your old sensei. Cause his rhymes are way below the fucking tier of acceptable. So I'm out to scrape your whole entire wave of sound or anything that sounds the same. Seiji's back in battle with this Sharingan and Fannin Lane. All you fucking dullards in my DM need to silence it, cause all I do is writing shit. Literally just writing shit with intermingled sessions of the piffing with my Gaijin friends. Often sitting lifted off the hottest smoke, the oddest dope. We've got the stock of papers in the back so all you gods can smoke. So all you gods can smoke. Slump gang. 777 Mafia. On Soul. Time.
I'm just chillin' with my hoes, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my hoes, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my bitch ass, chillin' with my hoes and my bitch ass. What?